Yo, good people, ladies, gentlemen, children, migrants, immigrants, social workers. What's poppin'? We are top 5 guys. We are the guys that rank. We are back. What's good?
We're here in video, and we are the top 5 guys. It's new, and I'm happy to be here with Matt and the Carrick.
So for those of you who don't know, some of us, top 5 guys, were originally in podcast form, but now we're evolving as individuals, as a podcast, as an entertainment source. We are now on video, so you can actually check us out on video right now at Top 5 Guys at YouTube, whatever you watch videos at. And for new listeners, welcome. What to do?
Yeah. Matt is right about that. We do rank quite a bit of things. We rank everything from Jordans to French fries.
Worst things about Minnesota.
Yes. You think it, we rank it, basically. So yeah.
And today we're ranking the annual ranking we actually do, which is the best albums of the year, so the best albums of 2024. And we have no other than the one and only, the realist, Mr. Dak Fuller. What's going on, man?
Oh man, thank you, man. It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure to be here. I was gonna ask you guys, why is the top 5 albums a yearly thing? Why did you make this thing a yearly thing?
Because Matt doesn't have good music taste.
Partially. But the reason is because us three fellas, we have something called the Waved Podcast.
Mm-hmm.
So during football season, we're gone. We're talking about fantasy football. We're in the shits. So at the end of the fantasy football year, it happens to be the same time at the end of the year, the physical or regular year, whatever you want to call it.
Mm-hmm.
And there's no other way to start off top 5 guys again than talking about the best albums each year. So this is Nyounee and I's fifth year of doing this.
Is this fifth or is this fourth?
This is the 4th one that we recorded. We did 5, but one was in 2020, so it got a little weird.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? This shit got a little crazy again.
Okay.
If you actually want to check out those podcasts or any other podcasts we did before, just check out the description below, and you can peep us out.
Yeah. If you want to get an idea of what we talk about or how we are prior to video, check out the link. I agree.
So before we get started, what was the criteria for y'all for ranking your top 5 albums of the year? What was your rubric? What did you use to determine which album was placed where?
For me, I'm just gonna go off of the vibes, just the vibes. I gave it a listen, and the cohesion of it. I don't think obviously this generation makes cohesive albums across the board. Now there are cohesive albums, and obviously we'll cover them, but I don't think that's a criteria anymore. People are just like dropping EPs, like throwaway songs and whatever else. It's like that's the vibe now, to kind of manipulate the charts rather than put together a cohesive project. And also, quickly to talk about things on Top 5 Guys, we do consider mixtapes as albums because we have to.
Okay.
I like how you put that disclaimer in, because there's one that we all have to talk about for sure.
Yes.
The Carrick, what about you? What's your rubric?
Definitely. Number 1 for me, I gotta say, is replayability. I don't even know if that's a word. It's replayability word. Replay value. Replay value. I'm gonna say that. Replay value is number 1. Production's number 2. If you have some great production, it sounds like you spent some money. Didn't go the cheap route. Okay, you cleared some samples. All right, you did it the fair and right way. Okay,
The right way.
All right.
They got Alchemist on it. Is that the criteria?
Nah. I don't have any Alchemist on this one. He did drop us. Yeah, I did not. Nah, not on this one. But yeah, songwriting as well. So, but yeah, number 1 is replay value, man.
Yeah.
So for me, we've been doing this for quite some time, so I was able to develop my rubric and kind of refine it over time. One that's important to me is it has to have soul. You have to have it has to be a part of you. It has to be about you. It has to be a moment either in your life or something. It has to have something that is not just a collection of songs.
Okay.
That's just me. I like someone who actually puts time and effort. I don't like copy and paste, but that's just me.
Matt said there's gonna be no Future on here ever.
None. None.
That's what he's saying. Yes, that's what he's saying. I have fought him tooth and nail on any Future release when we've done this. And he says it's soulless music.
That's crazy.
He's berated he's berated all Southern rap that's not Andre 3000 and Big.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Big Crit. That's it.
So I've notes on my podcast, and that's exactly what I have for that future album, Soulless. But anyways, do you have honorable mentions, fellas? What we're gonna dive into? We're gonna just jump in. We're gonna do honorable mentions.
Yeah, we should. I've got Timeless. I also have Love Letter by Shea Universe. You know, you guys can go on. I have like Cyan Blue by Charlotte Day Wilson. Some stuff like that.
Can you talk a little bit more about? Can you talk a little bit more about why they're significant and why the major honorable mention?
This is new R&B, so it's like it has that. God, I don't want to come at new R&B because I am a visitor of this genre, but when I think of new R&B, I hope they don't cancel me. I'm thinking of like Giveon, like the R&B you listen to where you have like a turtleneck on, and like you have like.
Yeah, it's like folks
like, you know the vibes, man.
Church going folks, church going R&B type of look.
Not church going R&B. I would say like,
but kind of, yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Like I would say people who know like deep cut art, like those people, like, you know what I'm saying, like deep thought R&B, not just I really miss this girl and I would like to still continue dating her although she has a man music. Yeah. So yeah.
Okay.
I think that side of R&B really had a great year.
I have a couple honorable mentions.
Yeah, I got a bunch. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, we could just fly through them. We could do,
just shoot them off.
So for those you don't know, this is how Top 5 Guys does. We're pretty informal. We're pretty regular dudes. All three of us are close friends. We have a group chat. We talk shit to each other all day, every day. And one of the things is music. So just kind of give you some background perspective of who we are. So for my biggest honorable mention, and this honestly would have probably made my top 5 if it wasn't for affirmative action. Vince Staples' Dark Times.
Okay.
This
was affirmative action.
It'll make sense later on. But Vince Staples' Dark Times, I feel like this is a great album. It was a great Vince Staples has found his lane of just being a really kind of cool yet not club going, just a really cool rapper who comes up with a very introspective and personable music, right? Like actually to kind of give us a step back, I think 2024 is actually a great year for music, for albums specifically. Like when me, Nyounee and I have been doing this for quite some time, and this is one of the stronger years. Last year was terrible, absolutely fucking terrible. Last year was terrible. This year, is a pretty strong year. I could compare Vince Staples' Dark Times to Boss's album, and that came third or fourth, something like that. You listeners, check it out. It's around there. Right, so that's kind of show you what the strength is of 2024 is. But I think it was a good album. I mean, Vince Staples has really grown and matured as an artist, and I think it's a lot of good songs that is going to be on replay value and repeat for me going forward. Dark Times, not Dark Times, Dark Blue. What's it called? There's a couple songs. Y'all listen to the album? Y'all listen to the Vince Staples album, right? Yeah. Well, what are your thoughts on it?
I think this
it was cool.
This is his lane. But
yeah, it was cool. Replay value wasn't there for me. Like
it's consistent. It's consistent. I'm not hating on it. There's nothing to hate, but I don't feel something to write home about.
Yeah, I'm not gonna shit on it. It's safe. It's
good. Did you had a good time listening to it? Did you not enjoy Dark Times?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't cut it off. If that's
yeah,
but yeah, it's cool. It's cool.
All right. Compare. Rank these 3 albums. All right. Big Sean's album this year.
Wow, I forgot that dropped. Okay, go ahead.
Vince Staples or Boss's album last year. How would you rank those 3? Because I feel like they're all kind of the same lane of talk a little bit about more introspective. They're not cool. You're not gonna hear them at the club. You're gonna hear them sitting at home by yourself.
Who's the third artist? The third?
Boss's album last year. That was last year.
Yo, who are these? Nah, this is nasty.
That's nasty.
This is nasty.
This is good hip hop. What you mean?
This is a nasty. Which is better?
All right, fine. This honorable mention, fine.
Matt loves himself a deep cut, man.
How those deep cuts? Those were good albums. Yo, Boss's album last year was actually one of the better albums. It made my top 5 list. I think it was number 4. Boss's album was a good album.
I love that for you, brother. I love that for you.
Okay. All right. What's your honorable mentions, Dad? Go ahead.
All right, man.
The hate fest is coming.
Yeah, it is coming. It is coming.
Here it comes.
Yeah, I'm gonna ramble off. I guess this one almost made my top 5. Okay, this album, it was. I don't think many people expected it to be good. I don't think many people expected it to have a lot of replay value. When you go outside, it plays everywhere. Songs on this album play everywhere. It's
Mm-hmm.
literally all over social media and everyone's reels and TikToks.
Damn.
Right? I'm gonna go with this young lady from Memphis, Glorilla. Glorious.
Dak is a Glorilla fan. Dak loves him.
No, this is a cohesive project. I actually that was on my closer honorable mention. I'm gonna go back to that as I had my list coming up.
Yeah, it was like number 7 for me. I was like, wow, this is it was a good cohesive project. She has bangers, nothing but bangers on here, bro. Every single IG reel and TikTok you see, you know, I'm sure
she found her niche. She has perfected the niche.
She's perfected it, bro.
She's in her pocket right now.
Yeah, absolutely. She's like
this is like Shane Battier figuring out 3-D.
Yeah, she's hot as fish grease right now, man. So yeah, that's definitely an honorable mention for me. Glorious was a good album.
Yeah, I was gonna bring up one that did not make it, and I feel like it was good too. There's 2 of them. Last Lap, Rod Wave. I like sad music. I do like Rod Wave. I do. Okay, I'm gonna own it before anybody says, "Oh, you're putting Rod Wave on the leash." Yeah, I am. Okay. Yeah, I am.
And you okay? Everything okay at home? Is everything?
Oh my God, no! Rod Wave's good, man. Come on.
All right, man.
Okay, you think men can't have sad music?
Do you think Rod Wave will be happier if he went to the gym? Yo,
I think the better question to ask is, do you think Rod Wave would still be good if he wasn't sad?
No. I don't think Rod Wave's good now. I mean,
I don't think he's good either.
He makes very repetitive music. He doesn't really have much range. But like there is a market for sad music. Like I'm a Kid Cudi fan, right? So there is so that goes down to deep of the roots of sadness, right? So there is a market for sad music, but I don't think Rod Wave has range. And I think all of his music, all the songs sound the same. Like it's very repetitive. And I just think he needs therapy. I think he just go and talk to the therapist.
I agree.
It out. Like honestly, for him, it's profitable for him to be sad. Why would he see therapy? He's profiting off of being a sad motherfucker.
Yeah. And Eminem did it. He can't do it.
Most of the world is sad.
I mean, most of the world is
sad. No, Eminem was like, please feel bad for me. I'm a white guy, trash trailer home. My mother's
making millions.
Dog, Eminem talking about killing his mom on different albums and went diamond. He can't be sad. Rod Wave can't be sad, man.
There's different level of talent. There's different level of versatility. There's different level of expression with it.
I'm Rod sad Wave again. That's all he said. Yeah, like every album, bro. It's just I'm sad, bro. So nah.
Yeah. And it's
all right, man. This is Rod Wave hate. All right, fine. Let me get the rest of my honorable mentions off.
Okay.
My next one is Why Lord by No Worries. A great neo soul R&B. See, that's part of the new R&B, like that deep cut R&B. It's like if you know kind of R&B.
Okay.
Like, people are like, how people are like kind of protective of like their deep cut artists. Like I knew about them before you know. Yeah, that's like that's their bag. Yeah.
All right.
They almost made the list. This last one, it was my number 6. See, your number 6 for Glorilla. My number 6 was this. I was surprised. I was late to this guy. I thought he was just a troll because he has a kind of a troll social media lifestyle.
Yeah.
So I didn't know who he was, but I understand why he's even in these circles because this guy can rap his ass off.
Who's this?
Oh, I know. Go ahead, Nyounee.
The man, Freddie Gibbs.
Oh,
that man Gibbs.
Yeah.
Kid, I am owning that I was late to this because that you only died twice. I'm like, man. I was like, okay, I understand. I get it now. Now I get why he's here. I get why he was with Ye. I get why he had, I guess, beef with JPEG Mafia, like live tweeting. I get all the things. I get it now. I get it.
Yeah, Freddie Gibbs stan since the early days, man. I do like he's getting the recognition now. I do feel that he did peak, but you know, this album is still like for new listeners like yourself. You're like, oh man, this is really good. Yeah, it was on my honorable mentions as well. But
really, I thought it would have made your list. I was for sure that was gonna make it because Dak loves him some Uncle Rap. Okay, Dak loves Uncle Rap.
I do.
Freddie Gibbs, he's the king of Uncle. He's
it's just I don't know. I know like every album of his, and it's like this is cool. Like that's probably why it didn't make my. I don't even think it's a top 5 album from him. Like you know what I mean? Like I don't know.
Wow. Okay, yeah. I got to start listening to him more then.
Yeah, so
I'm glad you brought this up, Yannick, because I think Freddie Gibbs' album is worth talking about because it was a very good album. My personal opinion, honestly, it's one of my favorite Freddie Gibbs albums. I just think I don't know, he's just his beat diversity is much more deeper. Like he has a lot of good songs on there, but like his only problem, he's a tough time with hooks. He has a tough time. He's a great rapper. That's undeniable. But is he a great song maker? Yes, but can he make great songs that are memorable and that will withstand the test of time? I don't think so. But he's undeniably a great rapper.
Yeah, as a new if this is coming in like cause I can speak this because this is new ears for him because it's the first time I've really listened to Freddie. I was pleasantly impressed by his ability to take intricate lyrics and just spit them flawlessly. I was just like, wow, okay. And like he's like, it sounds like he's in that studio really ripping. It's not he's feeling these lyrics and he's spitting it for real. So I like that. But also to talk about Uncle Rap just really quick, just to touch on it. Another honorable mention I almost forgot about is we did get on Dak and about being an Uncle Rap fan, but that's still Praying by Westside Gunn. That wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. I had some I understand why you would like it. I like the highlights of it. His beat selection is very I want to say like it's like how would I describe his beat selection? It's kind of like it's almost it has an avant-garde type of feel to it. And this is high level coke rap. I love coke rap. I didn't know that these guys did coke rap.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
You know, I don't think they're Pusha level because I think Pusha thinks that he literally is Pablo Escobar's role model. So I don't think anybody can beat Pusha at that.
Yeah,
but they're close. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, this is once again, man. It didn't even make my list at all. I don't mention anything because I think it's really subpar Westside Gunn. I don't think you guys I didn't tweet about this album. I was like, this is kind of mid, but
Dak is giving us some fucking shockers because I thought for sure this is all gonna be on his list. Maybe I don't know Dak.
No, everything that comes out from these guys doesn't mean it's good. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'll champion all the old stuff, pretty much.
Wow, nostalgia. Gotcha.
Okay.
I have two. I don't even know what to call this pop alternative. What lane, what genre would you put Billie Eilish? Because I think she belongs in honorable mention.
Yeah, it's kind of.
Didn't listen to none of her stuff, man. I don't know about her like that. I know she's
Billie Eilish is a very talented individual. She can write. She can write the fuck out of a song.
Really?
And then her album, it's called "Hit Me Hard and Soft." It's like it has like this weird like feels like an underwater type of sound to it. It's very she's very good at coming up with very authentic music. With really interesting beats. So she made my honorable mention as well as somebody I can't even pronounce her fucking name, but she wins the award for best wintertime vibe album. Now for Yan for My Method Actor. I put it in the chat. So we have the chat, okay, fellas and ladies and people who are listening to this pod. We have a chat where we communicated who are interested. I don't think these guys listen to that one because it's a white woman, but it's a very great white woman song, white woman album. I think this is true. Did y'all listen to the album? I put it in the chat. Did you listen to it?
I did listen to the album.
I did. I'm not gonna front.
Yeah, so what'd you think, Dak? What'd you think?
It's cool. It sounds like every other Billie Eilish album, though.
No, that Billie Eilish one. And what about Nafor Yan? There's another girl put in the chat. My Method Actor.
That doesn't look at any chats, whether it's chats on the pod, chats in text messages. Dak's very bad looking at all chats.
Okay,
yeah,
all right. I'll give y'all some slack. Okay.
Yes, Dak's checking the chats as we speak, as he should be.
Check your chat.
Check your chats. I'm gonna get one more honorable mention off. I almost forgot about this. Am I an OVO supporter? Possibly.
You are.
But my list is gonna surprise you. But nonetheless, yes. And I think P&D 4 was not bad. It's an honorable mention. I give some listen.
One more time. I'm sorry. I said that really fast.
P&D 4 wasn't bad.
What?
P&D 4.
P&D 4. Party Next Door 4, man.
Okay.
Yeah. It wasn't bad. Now, was it higher than Gibbs Project? No, on my list. But I did give it some listen. I did give it some run. Yeah. So that's it. I think that's all I have for my honorable mentions right now.
Dak, how many honorable mentions do you have? I have one more left.
Yeah, go ahead.
I have one more left, and I'm kind of worried if this is on your list. Let me know. But just to kind of reemphasize how great of an album this was, I think this album would have easily made top 5 most years because it's actually a pretty solid album. But I think it didn't get the recognition or the push it got because of some, social, political issues the world had going on. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I know where I'm going here. I feel like an honorable mention that could have been easily that could have been a top 5 for most years, but not this year, is Vultures 1. I think Vultures 1 is an honorable mention. Any of y'all have any top 5?
No, and I'm the resident stan. I'm a Kanye stan. I'm not doing it with him.
Really? You're not doing it? You didn't think Vultures 1 was a solid
listen,
selection?
Kanye knows that, like, Okay, no, it's not. Let me stop lying. I'm a stan. But he knows that Ye stans are frustrated. He knows that Bully needs to be good this year. That's for 2025. Bully needs to be finished. We're not going to have you actively edit and refine a project. We're not doing that. Like you did it. It was cool the first 2 times you did it. We're not doing it anymore. Like, get us as a finished product. We're done with it. So Vultures felt like you're live finishing a project, and we're not going to let you get that off again. I was underwhelmed by it.
Vultures, literally, the song emphasizes what it was. I'm just here to get paid. That's all the song was. They freeze this man's assets, and he just needs to drop some fucking shit out to get his pockets right. And that's what happened.
Went to China and did it, yeah.
And if honestly, I think if he would have took his time, the project, and combined the best songs of Vulture 1 and Vulture 2, it would have been a great fucking album. It would have been a spectacular album.
Yeah.
He wouldn't have gotten the push because we know how the things work up behind the scenes. They're not pushing Kanye no more. Kanye is not gonna get anyone.
He's above the push though.
They took him out the algorithm. They took him out. Did you see a push for Vultures 1? Did y'all see any push for it?
He didn't deserve
it. Yeah,
he
had to do it himself, man. He's beefing with the label. You know what I mean? So I mean,
he also didn't deserve it, man. If like Kanye has a kind of
it was technically an independent album, wasn't it?
Let's look at the credits on it.
It was like he was pushing for independence. So this is like he put it out himself on his website, all that stuff.
Shit, he didn't.
He didn't know the choice, right? They canceled him for the anti-Semitic shit that he's been doing. So it's just a year that like they literally froze his banking, they froze his assets. He just needed fucking something, right?
Yes, and it's just I get that, and I can't tell somebody to actively, like, oh, do this and do that. I think my problem with Kanye is that you're in your legacy or you're about to exit out, right? Like, I'm not saying his height's done. Like Kanye's Ye is better than a lot of people's albums, but we bang on Ye all the time. It wasn't good. It would, like, if you took off the name and didn't put Kanye there, it'd be like on the top 10 list easily. Nonetheless, Kanye knows that we held him to a higher standard, and he has to stand to that standard. We should have got a refined project. So that's why, I mean, yes, he wasn't getting the push, but Kanye just needed to refine it, and he wouldn't even need a push.
There's a couple of songs that I think what's that song? The Big Booty Bitches song? I think that song, there's some songs that's replay value.
You like that song. I hate that song. That song
I love that song, bro.
Yeah,
that was a great fucking sample,
that song is like awful.
Beg Forgiveness.
What?
Carnival. There's some good songs in there. There's some good songs in Vulture 1. I think it was
Carnival's good. Yeah, Carnival's good.
I think it's right below
Carnival's
Utopia.
Good.
I think it's right below Utopia as far as like comparableness from other years. It's right below it, but it just wouldn't make top 5 because he didn't get the push, because it felt rushed. He like literally rushed his lines. One thing I do respect about the Vulture 1 and Vulture 2, they put his kids on there. Every time I hear those songs, I don't know why it is, but I feel like, I just smile a little bit. So look at him. I don't know. I feel like that's kind of cool, personally. Just me thing.
I think it's cool, but I think you got that off. They have producer credits now. No more kids on the album. Like I know that, like, as a Kanye,
you didn't like talking. You didn't like talking with his daughter Nora.
Or bitch, I'm the bum. Not bitch, but he said I'm the bum. You don't like that? Bum was great.
Nah,
man.
Bum was cool. That Chicago on there. Okay.
We're done. Okay.
Yeah. Or Dak, go ahead. You got any more honorable mentions?
Yeah. Are you guys all done with yours? So I should just name on mine.
Let him out. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Speaking of Uncle Rap, I got some Penalty of Leadership with my boy, the one and only. I think I tried to put you guys on to this guy. I think Matt said the beats were good. Bodie James. All right.
I've heard of him.
Yeah, Bodie James, real nice out of Detroit. Real good album. I'll run through another one. We got Lupe Fiasco. I don't know how many Lupe fans there are still in the world.
Not many.
But I'm one of them.
Many.
Okay, I'm one of them. I'm one of them still. And the Samurai album was really, really good. It was like 8 songs. He's just rapping. He's doing his Lupe thing. You know what I mean?
I love it.
Lupe fans know what that means. All right.
It's one of my favorite Lupe projects in a long time.
Yeah,
really.
It's really good. It's really really good. I have the GOAT, the man, the myth, the legend, out of Chicago. Okay, this guy set the world ablaze in 2012, and he's still here.
Love it.
All right, my boy Chief Keef, man, Almighty Soul 2. That was a really, really good project.
Yeah, my wife loves Almighty Soul. She does.
Yeah, Almighty Soul.
Was it really good?
Yeah,
it was
good.
Yeah.
Really good?
It was really good. It made my honorable mentions, man. And last but not least, I'm gonna put this girl out of ATL, Lotto. I'm an idiot. I didn't write the actual album title. I think it's Sugar Honey Iced Tea. Sugar Honey Iced Tea.
I was gonna say it's not funny, but anytime I hear Lotto now, all I hear is our friend Marcus saying horchata in reference to Lotto.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, she had a few bangers on there. 21 songs. It is a lot of songs, but a lot of replay value on those songs. Yeah, I thought she was pretty good. She's everywhere now too. Like she's judging people on a Netflix show about rapping. Like that's where we've come. All right, Lotto is a judge on a rap show. So yeah,
when she was started on a rap show.
Yeah, but I mean, like, how do you feel about getting judged by Lotto? About your rap skills?
Man, she's successful. I mean, I guess she's how to make it because she's kind of made it. She's not the best, but she's made it.
She has made it. So yeah, I do like that album. I thought it was a pretty good album. So yeah, let's get it. Let's get it.
All right, no more honorable mentions, right, guys? Just checking.
I got a couple of stats here because I gotta say it because I wrote it down.
Stats.
Stats off.
Just stats, just a couple stats.
All right.
The highest selling opening week for albums this year was Taylor Swift.
Yeah,
again,
that's the cheat code.
2.6 million for I don't even know what's
listening to this shit.
Every person in America. Yeah, everyone is not us.
Our demographic, you take that out, everyone else.
Yes,
right,
everyone
right.
else. Yes.
To put in perspective how much he dominated, so 2.6 million was the highest opening week. The next up was 439,000 from Beyonce.
Holy shit! Okay.
Damn, she liked that. Okay, yeah.
So
I remember that was a thing. That was like a head-to-head kind of,
It's not really close.
Not close,
Beyonce,
though, no.
And I know Beyonce didn't make any of our list, right? Because that album was fucking trash, right?
I don't. I think last time I put Beyonce album on top 5. Me and Matt didn't even meet. I don't think I've met Matt by that time, or if I did, we weren't doing albums. I think it was like Lemonade for me personally.
Yeah, Lemonade was great. Yeah, Lemonade was great, but yeah, I mean, this is her just chasing after the country money. There's obviously country money that everyone.
It's lucrative.
Now. It's lucrative, I guess so. She's, but hey, I'm
not
throw out there. Go ahead.
It definitely made my list.
Beyonce, get the fuck out of here! No, it didn't.
It did.
Oh my god,
it did.
Are you serious?
Of course.
This will be fun.
He's fucking lying.
Okay.
I don't know the character. I don't know the character.
We'll get into it.
I don't think he's lying, man. I don't think he's lying.
What?
I have nothing to lie about.
Okay, let's fucking go. Let's go ahead. Let's do number 5. Let's go ahead and start us up.
I think we're just gonna start off with this. Yeah. Number 5.
All right, number 5. I'm first up, and I promise you, my number 5 is not Beyonce. But my number 5, honestly, it only made it in here because of affirmative action, as I mentioned earlier. I like to have diversity. Yeah, I'm a champion of diversity. I like mixing it up. Come on, guys, what do you think is wrong with me? Okay, I like mixing it up and having some variety in my
This
taste.
sounds like Matt's have to like out of left field pick. This is what it sounds like.
No. This is a great album. Okay, before I start, again, this year was a very great year for top 4 albums. It was a fantastic albums. All the heavy hitters came out to play this year. There's a lot of heavy hitters that came out to play, right? And this is a new emerging heavy hitter. She wins my best Afrobeats album of the year. Her first studio album. This is our modern siren. This is our modern Sade.
Yes, I like this.
Don't do that. Don't do
I'm
modern
Sade.
No.
She's not Sade. No one's like Sade.
Okay,
no one is like this person I'm about to name.
Just because they're both Nigerian, Matt, you don't have to compare them, all right?
And they're fucking beautiful. They're beautiful beings, and I want to smell both of them. That's it. That's all.
Okay, I see. Okay,
that's all. I'm just a simple man with simple needs.
I didn't have it at this spot, but it's on my list. Yeah, go ahead.
It's on your list. Okay, I think the reason why it's on this list for those who don't know, I'm speaking of the one and only Tems with the album "Born in the Wild."
Lovely album. Lovely album.
Tim's first made the Top 5 Guys podcast back in 2021 with If Orange Was a Place. That shit made my top 5 because it was fantastic. It was an EP. It wasn't even an album.
It was lovely.
She has been known as a feature album for really popular songs, on Drake's songs, Future song, right? She's been a feature album. Now she has
Wizkid,
Yep. Now people are featured on her shit. Now J. Cole, Asake, they're featured on her shit, right? She is, honestly, I think, quite personally, the queen of Afrobeats at the moment, and I don't even think it's close.
I don't think there's.
I don't even think it's the conversation.
Yeah.
Songs like "Burning," "Wickedness," "Love Me Gently." She has this very unique style, but also she has this delivery that she switches up. Even though the songs sound similar,
Yeah.
right? There's the same feel and same a vibe to it, but she's able to have a delivery that switches it up and that keeps it very dynamic and fun and fresh and soulful. Like you can listen to this album in any environment.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah. No, I'm gonna say is I think Matt's right when you named her when you called her a siren. Now, of course, I'm not saying that she is Sade, but her style is it's disarming. What I mean by that is that like anybody, no matter who it is, I think whether it's a lady, whether it's a guy, anybody that even espouses, like, oh, there's no more R&B, there's no more loving music. Like her music oozes just like good times, good feelings, love, or just great vibes. So yeah.
and I think it's kind of her style that she's developed over time, and I think she's just a very unique tone. I think she's 101. She produced half of the songs on here, which I didn't know. I didn't realize I doing more research, which is another round of applause to her. Her songwriting is unique. She's just very fresh. She's very fresh, very positive. There's not a song on here that I don't like. Now the only reason why it's number 5, again, I think Dark Times could have easily been over this, but for diversity reasons, I gotta get some my Nigerian people some love. But also because like there's a lot of the B plus. So one thing we like to do on top 5 guys, we like to get things grades, right? Because we like to rank things, and easier to rank things when they have the grade associated with. I think there's a lot of B to B plus songs. I'm not sure there's any A plus songs on this album.
Same.
Right. So it's not a bad song, but there's not a song that is gonna be.
Let me judge it, guys.
Yeah, are there songs that stand out?
It has to be an A minus though. Let me judge it has to be an A minus. But I mean, you're right. Yeah, but I would say the rest of them are definitely strong B pluses, and I would pull the grade down to a strong B plus because they only have one A song. I agree with that. Yeah,
I think Unfortunate is up there too. I think Unfortunate is up there. I like Burning and Me and You. No. She has a lot of great songs. She has a lot of great songs.
Of course.
And by the way, I'm gonna research. Me and You is actually about her relationship with God. It's not about a relationship with the individual. Did y'all know that?
God is an individual.
Huh? No, God is they. The character, they
God
them.
You said they? Yeah, they them.
They them.
All right.
No, I get what you're saying. I was gonna say I was not surprised by her producer credit because I remember I was watching this excerpt, but not excerpt. I think it seems like it's more technical than it is. I seen this video on Twitter.
Excerpt.
Okay, all right, man. And she was saying that she comes to the studio in baggy clothes because her figure is distracting and guys are always trying to chop. So she wants to make sure they know, like, I'm here on business. I'm here to make this music. And she's very hands-on. So I wasn't surprised hearing that she did produce half this album. I mean, not half this album, obviously most of his album. But I was, when I seen that video, it was like she meant it. Like it felt like she wanted to go more in detail on who it was. But she was just saying that, I've had to wear baggy clothes to have to make sure there's a more respectful environment in the studios because people be trying to chop.
That's funny. That's funny.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't think any of those men are gonna forget that she's very curvy, but it does.
She's trying.
I guess it does. Yeah, she has to do what she got to do.
Yeah.
So that's my number 5.
My number 5 is an album that I feel like a lot of people liked, and I heard about it, so I listened to it, and I understand why I made the list. I didn't know this man was talented like this. I heard about it, but now I heard the voice. Leon Thomas's Mutt. I was like, okay. Like, sometimes you hear about albums and people are like, this is so good. This is so good. And you get to it, it's like, it's all right. It's cool. Like, honestly, what the hype is. But this one was like, okay. I like this. This.
That was also my number 5. We shared number 5.
Really?
Awesome.
Yeah. This Leon Thomas album was good, man. He's not the Nickelodeon kid that we
no, not at all.
The brother is growing up, okay, and he makes some really good music, man. He's a really good songwriter. Is he? Yeah, I mean, this is probably the best male R&B album this year for sure. That I can think of.
Yeah,
in my opinion.
Yeah. I'm looking at my list. I don't see anything better.
Yeah. So that was my number 5 as well, Yanni.
No, I was just letting you get the level because obviously this is number 5. We should be able to do it together. But I was pleasantly surprised how I was brought back to, I guess, I want to say it's just traditional R&B. It didn't feel like neo soul or new R&B as I'm calling it.
Yeah.
It felt closer to traditional R&B, and like not even mainstream. Just felt like just traditional R&B. Like, you know, I this is about love. This is about feelings, and it was right on the nose. And I think it was timely too. I think we needed this in the culture. But I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it, and it was new, and I see what the hype is about. So yeah. Matt, did you give it a listen, Matt?
I gave it a listen, and I thought it was good when I listened to it. I thought it was very diverse. It was very fun. I didn't dive into it to the point where I wanted to replay it, listen to it over and over again. But I remember listening to it. I was like, oh, this is good. You know, because I'm going to take a moment here to give people some thanks for actually recommending albums, because this is one of the things that I believe either Joshua Cobb or Justin Atkins recommended it. It was a good album, but it just, it wasn't better than Tim's to me. So I don't know. Take that as me, mate.
I know. Oh, yeah. I understand that. Totally get that. Is there anything else you want to add to this number 5 as we share it, Dak?
Like I said, man, I think the songwriting was really, really, really good. Production was good. I know he did produce a few of these songs. Also, because this album is, I'm thinking it's 11 songs.
I see 14 here. Yeah.
14 songs. Yeah. Dude, at least like 5 of them, like Mud, obviously the album, title song, really, really good. I love Farfetch with title. I mean, he just got like some really good music on here, and he's like carrying, bro. He only has like 3 or 4 features on here, and that's good. Like, it's good to see if the artist can carry an album by themselves too. So,
right. Anytime somebody brings up carrying an album, I'm not trying to hate on this, mind you. I love the project for this person. But anytime somebody talks about like not being able to carry, I always think about, not in hate, I was thinking about it was written with Jay Elect and then having Jay on.
He definitely carried. Yeah, for sure, bro. For sure.
You know what I'm saying? It's Jay, man. I get it.
Yeah.
But so yeah, I think that's for a great number 5. I was pleasantly surprised by it. I'm not an R&B head, so I had new ears to it, and I was open to it.
Cool. Okay.
All right, we're going to number 4. Once you're going to have to bear with us because we're getting these audios down. Number 4.
All right. My number 4 is the beginning of... Let me figure out how I want to describe this album. When I first heard this album, I envisioned in my head Kid Buu banging on his chest and just fucking screaming and hollering and just making a fool out of Goku and Vegeta. I just envision this album as just an alpha male swinging his dick.
Alpha male is a red flag word, and I'm worried about the choice now, man.
Oh my God.
I'm worried about this choice now.
Men with mics and alpha male, it just doesn't mix.
Yeah, Matt's trying to get us. Matt's trying to get us canceled before we even have a chance.
Don't turn the closed captioning on, all right?
We can't get canceled no more. Trump is in office. We can't get canceled no more.
Now we're definitely dead, man.
You'll be right.
All right, what is the choice?
All right. So this album, honestly, it doesn't have the for song wise, it's not the best album that came out this year. For song wise, not the best, but it is due to, you can't mention 2024 without mentioning Kendrick Lamar. My number 4 is GNX.
Okay.
Number 4. I don't think it had the best songs on there. I think this is probably one of his weaker albums since Section 80, but it's still a fucking good album. Right, it's still a fucking good album, and I think when we think back of 2024, we think back our best albums of the year, we're gonna think of GNX. I feel like this album was more an ode to the West Coast, right? It's his sympathy to the West Coast, and I was talking to my friends about this album. Shout out to Anthony Horde. He brought up that for the first time, it felt like Kendrick Lamar was having fun, and that's what this album felt like. It felt like him having fun, having a good time,
that's a good,
and really just making it out. It's the first time he made an album that wasn't made in the crock pot. Okay, it was made on the stovetop with a little bit of seasoning and all the stuff that's right by the table, right? Like he just
loved it.
Dumped some stuff in here, whipped it up, and give it to people. And I think it's kind of ironic because I feel like people who aren't the diehard Kendrick Lamar fans are the people who fuck with this album the most.
Yes,
the people who are Kendrick Lamar fans are like, yeah, it's cool, but it really just hit. It struck the culture. It's an album that struck the culture, and it's gonna be prominent ever since. I mean, I'm sure this is on y'all's list, right?
Yes, much higher though.
Yeah, it's higher.
All right, we don't have to dive into it. We don't have to dive into it much more. We can wait till y'all's turn.
Wow, this pod is taking a turn. Matt, the resident Kendrick stan, has GNX at number 4. So I don't know what we're doing here.
Because I don't want to be a hypocrite, man. Because when previous cycles, we judge J. Cole and Drake and all these other top tier artists to themselves. Like they're competing with themselves to some extent.
Yeah,
right?
see, I get what you
Kendrick
mean.
Lamar is to the extent competing with himself. And when it comes to GNX, it was a good album. And Undeniable was a good album, but was it a great album? Probably not.
But that's the thing. Also say, like I think you touched. I think we've displayed that throughout the pod. Like Dak has said that knowing about Freddie Gibbs, this was like this is light to him as obviously being a Freddie Gibbs fan. I was like, ooh, this is great. You gave some love to Vultures. I'm like, I hate it. I hate all of it. So obviously it's just like when you've already been a fan of this person, sometimes like a lot of times your grading is a lot higher than other people's grading of their album. So that totally checks out. That makes sense. I guess I would have my number 4 then. I think I already touched on it. Born in the Wild by Thames. Just to add more context to that, I think Afrobeats is in this spot where it's trying to find its subgenres, and I think Rima and her have made this R&B subgenre that R&B subgenre of Afrobeats that is so nice, and they do it in a manner that I think few other people could have done it. There's obviously been precursors like Omale, Mr. Easy, but I think like it's almost like those people were the people who laid down the foundation for Thames and Rima to really take off. And Thames' album Born in the Wild, I mean, like you said, there's a lot of high level songs. I would say like they're B+ songs, and there's that A- song, but like the album doesn't have any weaknesses. You know what I'm saying? Now it could have used more A songs, but that's like it's not saying splitting hairs, but
yeah, could have used more greatness.
We could have used more greatness. That sounds greedy to say, but it is what it is. But yeah, she needed like probably like I think 2 more songs like on the level or higher than Love Me JJ, and I think she'd be like obviously this is where it's going to be, but really enjoyed it, and I think Afrobeats is in a really great spot right now.
Keep in mind, this is her debut album. Technically, she had EPs and LPs before, but this is technically her first studio album. Nyounee and Dak, I remember back in the day we had an episode called "Things That Will Happen by 2030," and one of my predictions was that there will be an Afrobeat superstar that transcends the genre. Do you think Thames has that capability of being, or is there any Afrobeats artist that has the possibility of being a global icon?
Thames, yeah. Are we talking about just strictly?
I'm saying women? Like Rihanna level. I'm saying like Rihanna level, like the part where she is.
I was gonna say like Burna and all those guys. They're mega stars. I mean, if we're just talking about women, I don't know. We'll see what Lil Tyler's gonna do. I don't know if that's Afrobeats. If you count that, they're kind of trying to put her in that little.
She has the look of a international star. We're gonna see if the
we'll see.
I'm not trying to hate on music Tyler because she's slight in frame. This is not slight in frame hate. But I'm just saying is that obviously you need to show longevity, like Matt was talking about. Obviously, bringing up the fact that Thames was a highly featured artist prior to this, and then she got other people to feature on her stuff. So it shows that there's that kind of artistic reciprocity that she has among people, and we'll see if Tyler has that or if it was just an industry push. I'm not trying to hate; she's trying to put out there.
She's just Ice Spice.
Maybe.
Could be. We don't know. I guess. Yeah.
We don't know. Yeah, I love Thames. What's not to like about Thames? Okay, just look at Thames.
Yeah, so there's no hate for Thames. That's my number 4, man.
There'll never be slander for Thames.
Yeah.
I can't believe you guys, man. My number 4 is Cowboy Carter, man.
Yeah, this part is off the rails,
that
man.
Was fucking whack, bro.
How is it? How is it whack? What's whack?
Good.
Why?
It wasn't a good album. One, all right. So Beyonce has this thing where her music feels really soulless, and as I mentioned earlier, like I really value that. Yes,
I can't wait to tag the Beehive.
Well, that's fine because they know it. They should know it. It's very copy. There's no personable expression. It's very generic wording. It's very words that is not personable to Beyonce at all. And this felt like an impersonable album that was meant to get bucks for country albums. It seemed like Taylor Swift is making it really big. She's doing really, really big. What if Beyonce?
So if she has ties to the country, born and raised, she can't. What does that mean?
Dak saying
she can't tap into her culture.
No, you could make country songs, but if you're gonna make country songs, make good fucking country songs.
What's a good country? What country artist do you listen to that's good?
Tennessee Whiskey. I don't listen much, but there's some songs in there that some Morgan Wallen.
That's a hell of a country name, Tennessee Whiskey.
Yeah. No, it's a song. Come on, man. Man.
Okay. I was hey, man, that could be a good country name. I might maybe my name should be Tennessee Whiskey.
I don't know, man, but I think it was this typical Beyonce. It just had it lacked soul, and it was just her. It wasn't good. Simply, I mean, there's no way to put it. Why do you think it was good, Dak?
I love all the poems throughout the album. Okay, like the 1 minute, 1.5 minute songs. All right, I love the odes to like all of these old school songs that we've heard, probably in faint like background or like wherever, like Jolene. I mean, how do you not even love Texas Hold'em? That's not a good song to you guys.
Texas Hold'em was not a good song. I'm good. I'm good on that. I'll pass. I'm fine. I love Beyonce and I love Texas. I don't love Beyonce. I like Beyonce and I like Texas Hold'em. Love Texas Hold'em. But I don't love that song. Not a good song.
I watched the halftime show when she performed in Houston. It was alright, man. It was obviously she's
kind of lame.
No, obviously she's like top tier performer. But I'm like thinking like, if I'm not watching Beyonce perform this, would I listen to this? No. That's my problem.
If you're gonna make the transition, you gotta be great at it. Like, and to really.
Do we give artists? Do you give her credit at least for trying something different?
Matt's not
for sure, credit. For sure, and it'll be on my list if she tried something different and it was good. But she tried something different and it wasn't good. So that's what it comes down to.
I can't believe this. So this wasn't a good album at all.
I listened to it twice. I don't want to listen to it again. And there's nothing about it that makes me want to listen to it again.
I won't say it's a bad album. I think Beyonce is at the point in her, like obviously not the point in her life. Obviously she's one of the greatest artists of all time. So she can't make a bad album. Like you have to try. So it's not a bad album. But I think that I didn't feel the need to like have to listen to this. I didn't see anything that halftime show that said, "Wow, I had to bump this." Like there was none of that.
And I try to give Beyonce credit when credit's due. I love Renaissance. Didn't make my top 5 though. But I loved Renaissance. I love them. Like there's albums on there that were good, but this just didn't. I don't know. Dak, you explain why.
As someone that doesn't like, I don't really listen to country really at all. But I was like, wow, if I listen to country, this sounds good. Like this is a like. It kind of made me want to go back to these old Willie Nelson songs. Like, I mean, Dolly Parton. I'm like, we all heard Dolly Parton, right? You know,
George Strait.
Like, it's like, damn, this is some good music. Like, you know what I mean? It's a good music for a car ride. It's a good music.
Good upbeat. Yeah, good upbeat, up tempo. But are you putting it on your favorite playlist?
Yes, a few of these songs are on there for sure, bro. Come on, man. Shaboozey, she got a couple songs of Shaboozey on there. Shaboozey's killing it right now. Come on, man. Like, she's putting people on. This is a good album, bro. Come on.
We gotta check Jack's. We gotta check Dak's account, man. We got Rock Nation payments in his account. That's what's going on here, man.
I got the Rock Nation stimmy. Come on,
that's what's going on, man. They got the Dak before the episode, man. That's what happened,
bro. Nah, man. But I really do like this album, man. I don't know. I thought you guys are shit on it. It's crazy. I didn't think you guys were shit on it.
It's not a good album.
Okay, Matt's shitting on it, but
I am.
I am shitting on it. No, honestly, for me, I'm not shitting on it. It's just I didn't feel compelled because yes, and mind you, I think I gave it the best try. I let the album speak to me in a live performance, and I left saying Beyonce is like top 3 performer ever, but I'm still not banging this again. How's that?
Okay, all right.
It just seemed like she was chasing the check, and same thing with Vulture. When it feels like you're chasing the check, I don't think you should have an album that feels that way. And when it feels that way, that it's not a good sign, right? Whether it's true or not. Whether
it's chasing the fad.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's my number 4, man. It got shitted on. Sorry, Beyonce.
All right.
Number 3.
My number 3. This album wins the album for Breakout Album of the Year, for Most Versatile Album of the Year.
All right.
Best Female Rap Album of the Year.
Okay.
Even though it's technically not even a fucking album. Technically, it's a mixtape. But for the sake of this argument, for the sake of this exercise of great music in 2024, Alligator Bites Never Heal by Doechii is my number 3. That was a great fucking album. I love that album. This album, if you are a hip hop fan, you will love this album. This album had a lot of homage to hip hop, right? She had like a sprinkle of like New York Wu-Tang styles with boiled peanuts. She had like a very Nicki Minaj, like Barbie Dreamish type of style of rap with like The Nile is the River. She had like a Busta Rhymes-ish song. She has a TLC type of song. She has bangers like Get the Fuck Out, right? But she also has songs where it sounds like Solange Knowles, right? With Bloom or SZA or something like that. She has like songs like Sly, Fireflies, Skip. She has songs on here that really kind of made me become a fan of hers, to be quite honest with you. Like I heard of Doechie's name before this. I've seen her name, but when I heard this album, I realized her potential and that she's probably one of the most versatile, one of the most talented artists that's out there. And I think with time, she's just gonna become a superstar because I think her talent is that deep. And I think if you love hip hop, you're gonna love this fucking album, right? This album easily could have been number one for me, but it kind of has the same problems as Tim's of not having an A+ songs, but all these songs.
That's what I was gonna say.
All these songs are B+ or A's, and it's 18 songs of B+ songs. Because one thing I really love concise albums. I love albums that get in and out, hit you with bangers. Something between 9 and 12 songs, 9 to 14 songs. This song says 18 songs, but when looking over which songs would I delete, you can't. They're all good. They're all good fucking songs, and she just surprised the shit out of me. I think this is a fantastic album. It's number 3 for me.
Yeah, I was gonna say. By proxy of by proxy of Doechii, obviously my lady is a big Doechii fan, like one of those day one Doechii fans, and listened to the album, and I was like, man, I've heard the song before. I was like, okay, she can really spit. I do think that she's an album or two away from having that kind of like You Won't Deny Me hit. Now, obviously, this was the Arrival project.
Put the game on notice.
This is put the game on notice. Yeah,
like I'm here, right? Yeah.
This is that Russ cooking Derek Fisher in the playoffs. OKC days kind of gets okay. Like it's gonna be different.
She's next up.
She's next up. Yeah, that's what it was. But you're absolutely right. She can rap her ass off, and I think it's not to say we've never had people in the game that can women in the game that can rap their ass off. It's just that it's very tough to reach that middle where you're able to have pop appeal and obviously be in the charts and obviously still people can respect your pen because obviously when I think about people who can actually spit, I still think about Rhapsody, but it's like, was she able to stay in the charts? No, being honest, no. But you obviously, I think Dak brought up Lotto, and I think her pen could be better, but she's on the charts. So I think hitting that middle, that kind of middle spot is something that only Nicki has done. But I do think Doechii, with time and making sure she paces herself, but obviously still puts out, I think she could possibly get close to that realm where you're able to be in the charts and also have people respect your pen. So yeah.
Yeah, I don't think she has pop appeal yet, but what I saw in this album is her rapping to at least 6, 7, 8 different styles of hip hop. Like every subgenre of hip hop, I feel like she rapped to on this album or made a song to. And I was just impressed. I was blown away because that's fucking hard to do for anyone, let alone to have songs that are actually good and do it, right? Like that. I think it takes some real talented individual to pull it off. Dak, did you listen to this album?
I did listen to this album, man. This is the first time I did hear Doechii. It's funny. I was on a podcast, and the first time I actually heard of Doechii, they kept playing songs of this album, and I'm like, okay, this is cool. Next thing you know, she was a special guest on the podcast, and then later on I found out she has a tiny desk, and I'm like, yo,
that tiny desk was elite. It was good.
What kind of push is this?
That's what I was gonna say, man. You know what's funny is that
I've never seen an artist get a tiny desk that fast.
Oh man. Okay, let's talk about this.
It's cool. It's a cool album. It's a cool album. She's a cool artist. I've heard her on some features too. It's I don't know. It wouldn't have made my top.
Dak, are you weary of it? Do you think that there was a concerted industry push?
Oh, for sure.
That you're bringing up
1,000%.
The Carrick,
1,000%, bro.
Well, I don't think so. One, it's not an album, right? So I don't know if they're getting paid off the same way since it's a mixtape.
Okay, even worse. It's not an album, but
you're not helping the case, Matt.
It's fucking good. I think it's good, bro. I think it's 18 great fucking songs.
I do too.
It's 18 great songs. She doesn't have an A+, but she has songs in there that are pretty fucking close to A+, like Slide.
Yes.
Nissan Altima. Wait, bro, she has a song on there where she sounds like fucking TLC. Like I think
she has range. She has range. She's a good artist. She's a really good artist.
Great range.
It seems rangeless. Like who? Like it's her and SZA. Like who has
unlimited range? Her and Steph.
Yeah, the unlimited range badge for sure. Yeah.
Yes.
One thing I think for rap albums, for female rap albums, I think the only one from this decade. Me and Nyounee been doing this for a couple of years now. The only one from this decade that I think is comparable is Little Sims. If I was introvert or something like that, and that wasn't even a big album either. But like, I feel like this album is kind of personally for me. I think this is kind of what I'm glad it happened because right now we're in a really hypersexualized moment for female hip hop artists.
Yeah,
and I'm glad an album was able to get off like this and just have bars.
Yeah, that's
so many different bars and angles and different ways to approach music. That I think was refreshing, and I think I'm really looking forward to the next project. This again, from last year, this might have been my number 1 or 2, number 3 this year. But this is a strong album. I think it's strong. I encourage everyone to listen to it if you haven't listened to it yet.
Okay, yeah, I would suggest the same. I do think like we're probably a project away, maybe 2 projects away from like obviously a watershed project that probably would push into the top 3, push into like top. Because this is your number 3, isn't it?
My number 3, yeah.
Yeah, so this is push to top 2, probably possibly top 1. But yeah, respect to it. I have respect for it. My number 3, obviously. I'm surprised this one hasn't come up yet. I liked it a lot.
That's all that matters, Johnny.
Yes. Prefacing a little bit. This felt like I think I'm gonna give it away when I say this. This felt like Splendid Travis, but I needed it.
Okay.
Hearthstone Cycle by Don Toliver. Loved it.
Loved it.
Hearthstone Cycle was it was great. I think that he did a great job with it. I was surprised by what's funny is that I don't know if anybody in the chat put it in there. I'm more than sure people did. Don't know if you guys did or not. But I came across the album on a YouTube ad.
Good marketing.
Yes.
Shout out to them.
Yeah, it worked.
It actually worked.
The audience.
Yes, it actually worked. Because what's funny is that he named the song New Drop, right? And I was like, okay, that's it's kind of on the nose. But as the song plays, it's like, it's like I want to know what this song's about. Let me give New Drop a chance. Because it comes in and it's like dun, 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 chipping, 2 girls at one time, dun, 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 dun. And like it's just like listen, first of all, I don't also get the hate that Tizo gets, but we have a Tizo feature, and I think Tizo features should happen more in 2025.
Yeah, Tizo's cool. Yeah, Tizo's cool.
Yeah. So stop the Tizo hate. I've heard it around. Like, yes, Tizo's getting features. And I think it's good. Okay, I think that somebody needs to take up the mantle and learn the premium feature position that is Ty Dolla $ign. We need a new Ty Dolla $ign. We need to phase him in before Ty phases out because Ye won't let him do anything.
He got him on a 360 for sure.
He got him on a 360 deal, so we got to start phasing the new Ty Dolla $ign. I think that Tizo has the ability to do so. But yes, going back to Don Toliver, didn't really know about Buddy. I've heard about him before. Once again, this is me being late. I'm late to Freddie Gibbs. I'm late to a lot of people. Okay,
you haven't heard of Don Toliver before? I've
heard of him, but I didn't give him a chance. I didn't listen to him. Yes, but this was great. Really, really enjoyed every song on here. He didn't. For me, I felt like he had underrated songs that in my mind could have been A's. Like obviously, I did like New Drop. I think that them using New Drop in the ad was clever, but it's not like there's clever ad placement that pulls you to a song and then the song's but there's clever ad placement and the song's really good. I liked it. I think it's a song that I could hear at the function. I could hear it like when I'm going to go shop with money that I shouldn't be shopping with. It feels great. It's just a great feeling album. It feels like, like you just, that's how you feel. That's how you feel listening to songs.
Nice and joyous. Okay.
Yes, nice and joyous. He also had Purple Rain with Future and Metro Boomin. So he has really great hits on there. A lot of V+ hits, I believe. And that was my number 3. It was very easy. When I first listened, I'm like, this song's one of my top 5. Then second listen, I was like, okay, top 3. Okay. So yeah, you guys listen to it?
I listened to it a little bit.
Yeah. I did.
Cool.
I'm a Don Toliver. I really love Life of a Don. It came out in 2021. That was a really, really good album.
Okay, didn't listen
and then
to that.
Heaven or Hell
Listen.
before that was 2020. That was really, really good. This album, yeah, it did feel like he's like more like commercial now. It feel like he's made it a little bit.
Yeah.
Which it could be good or a bad thing depending on who you're asking.
What do you
Okay,
mean? He just ran out of shit to talk about, or what? He ran out of like real life
It
experiences.
is a lot of
or
the
what?
it is a lot of the same. I guess I would say
niggas is enjoying. Basically, it's just an enjoyment. Like I got
it's
money.
like it's bland. Like it's good. Like you can play it. Like there's no bad. It's not bad. It's safe. Like it's what everyone's talking about right now. Like
yes,
you know what I mean.
it's for the charts. But the thing is that okay. To be fair, obviously I'm like I said I'm late to Don Toliver, but and then I obviously I not discovered him, but obviously I realized who he was obviously in this commercial era of this album that he did, but it wasn't bad at all. It was really, 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 really good to me. And shoot, I think a few other people need to do a commercial album. Yeah, some other people could use it.
I mean, that's not bad advice. The label would love to hear that.
Yes, but obviously, if you're I guess if you're a Don Toliver day one, maybe it's like, oh, okay, this one's like, okay, I guess I should ask you that really quick to get this off. Do you see this album like, I guess, is this like Nas Uchiwali?
Nah. Is
okay,
it One
cool.
Mic? Nah.
Okay,
on,
cool.
man.
As long as it's not Nas Uchiwali, it's like, okay, this was like on the nose for the charts, because I didn't see it as that.
Is it on brand for Don Toliver?
It is on brand for sure.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was my number 3. I am gonna look out for him more going forward. I really liked it, but yeah, he felt like when first time I listened to this album, listening to him, like this is like Splendid Travis.
He's Travis's artist, so I mean, yeah, that makes sense. He signed under Cactus Jack, so
he's always sounded like him, and that's kind of the tough part with me, Don Toliver. When I hear him, it sounds very like Travis Scott meets Bryson Tiller meets Black, and just kind of like a little fusion.
There we go. I'm talking about. I was like, it's like not diet on the nose, Travis, but it's like Travis influenced.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
like
almost too much so, but it's also like I don't know. Do you dock people from lack of originality when they sound so? Like, for example, do you knock Reason for sounding like Kendrick, or do you knock I don't know? Do you knock people from not having their own authentic, fresh sound?
I think I'm gonna say like Matt does. I dock them if the music's not good.
Yeah.
Okay, Hearthstone Cycle was good.
There? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Hearthstone Cycle was good, so I look past it. If he keeps on sounding like Travis and it's crap, then I will call him out. He got away with it this time for me.
All right.
And that also could be because I'm like we're going through Travis withdrawals. I guess that sounds weird, but you know what I mean. Yeah,
it's been a year. He'll be back. Travis will be back. No worries.
Yeah,
a year off.
So that's my number 3. I'm very proud of it. I haven't got any hate. There has been a lot of hate.
I haven't listened to someone too much because I didn't expect that to be on anyone's top 5. I thought it was gonna be a very homogeneous top 5, but I didn't expect.
Well, the top 2 will be, and that's what we're gonna argue about. But yeah. All right, that's my number 3. Dak, what about you?
My number 3, man. This incredible album, incredible collab. Okay, it came out, springtime leading to the summer. You know what I mean? So we had some hits. It started a lot of talk, a lot of I don't want to say. Yeah, it sprawled a beef.
Explosion.
Yeah.
It began an explosion.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking match.
This made your list?
Oh, absolutely.
Nasty. Go ahead.
Are you kidding me? Metro Boomin and Future, We Don't Trust You is my number 3. It should be higher, but there were some better albums that came out. We Don't Trust You, the 3rd best album this year. I mean, super Future. He hasn't come out in a few years since what is that with Wait For You?
The one with the limousine.
Yeah, God, I can't believe I'm spacing on that. So it's been a few years. Yeah, it was 2022. Yep. He's been put up a little bit. Metro Boomin doesn't miss from production. I mean, can you name a bad Metro Boomin beat? I really can't. And you have Future on there. I mean, that collab is, come on, man.
Yes.
What's bad about this album? There is nothing bad about it.
It's not bad, but I don't think it's elite.
This album is absolutely elite, bro.
Is it better than Future's last album?
Yes.
Not even close. It's not. No,
Yes.
it's not. I'm not even a Future fan. It's not.
Yes.
It's not. It's
Yes,
not
it is.
close
It
to
is better than that. Yes.
Is it better than the Future or the Metro Boomin and 21 Savage? What's it called? That collab?
You're talking about without
Sicko Mode, not Sicko Mode. Savage Mode. Whatever.
Yeah.
Savage Mode 2?
Is it? It's not even close. It's more on par with Savage Mode 1 than in
Savage Mode 2 is one of the best. I mean, that's not. Yeah, but
that's what I'm saying. Comparing to yourself is comparing. Like, this is both average. It feels average for both of them, for both Metro and Future. It feels average. It feels kind of soulless. And if it wasn't for the cultural impact, I don't even know if this would be memorable.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I'm here with Matt, and Matt loved the idea of Drake hate, and Matt can't even carry this.
I heard, yeah, but you said Matt just shits on Future though. This is like
I do.
Oh, okay,
yeah, this is like
that's a good point.
What kind of choir am I preaching to right now? So it doesn't even really matter.
Okay,
but look, bro. I mean, I don't know. I could go. The features were excellent. I mean, the production. Come on, man. Metro Boomin production. Like I said, man, like that was phenomenal. It sounds like it was like, man, we got some trap Future back, bro. Like, you know what I mean? His last album was a little bit more like melancholic. You know what I mean? Softer. Just had some ladies records on there. Come on, man. I don't know. The features were excellent. Everybody that got on this album was just snapped.
No, I agree. I don't know. I'm not saying it's a bad album. A top 3 album is
this year. Yes, for sure.
For this year, this was a strong year. You think it's better than Freddie Gibbs' album?
Yeah,
that's fucking wild.
No.
Yes,
it's not better than Freddie Gibbs' album.
Bro, this is better than Freddie Gibbs' album.
Fantastic. The Devil Freddie. I love that. The Devil interludes. You know, like the Devil interludes. Come on, man.
I've heard it before, great. Bro. It was cool.
Yeah, I love the Devil interludes. Actually, on that, I did.
Nah, bro. Nah. No,
you're tripping, man. This was very subpar. There's no song in this
album.
Yeah, I don't think there's an album.
Not subpar. I just don't think it was elite.
It's par. It's average. It's average for Metro Boomin. It's average for Future.
Par.
Like that. Yeah, par for course. Like that is the only song that's going to be memorized or only memorable. True. And that's not because of Future Metro Boomin. That's not the reason why this is a good album. It's not because of Future Metro Boomin. It's a good album because it created the first nuclear bomb that created the creator of 2024 hip hop, right?
Yes.
Like so, it was memorable.
I don't know. I can't preach to you guys. I don't know. Those who get it. Okay, this is
there's not much of an argument. I don't know.
No. You're not going to do that. You're not going to just those who get it us. You're not going to do that to us.
Yeah, we need an explanation. You don't have a good one. You don't have a good one.
Yeah,
Dak.
You don't get to just do that.
What do you mean?
You don't get to just those who get it us. No.
Yes, that is absolutely true. You saying that this album was mid, it's par, is what else do I have to say?
First off, Future is always wrong with hip hop, talking about things he doesn't do to impress and have impressionable impact on his kids.
What is he talking he doesn't do, man? Okay, Matt, hold on.
All right.
What is he talking that he does not do?
Right.
He doesn't Molly Percocet. He doesn't do any of that shit.
Yes, he does.
Are you sure? I hope he does.
Maybe not
you're
anymore,
but he did a generation to do that.
This is who I'm trying to convince, okay? This is who I'm trying to convince that this album was good. It's a losing battle. It's a losing battle.
Not a good album.
I think we're moving the goalposts here. The album, I believe, is good. Not very good, just good. It's not elite, but it's not trash either.
I don't think it will stand the test of time. I think Doechie's album will stand. It'll be memorable.
All right, man. TD, they sent the check, man. They sent the check, man.
TD sent the check.
They sent the check, man.
I think I might delete this later. Didn't even make any of our honorable mentions. Didn't even make our list or anything like that. But that is better than this album.
Yeah, I have it on my list. Yeah.
Who? What have what?
Let me shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Let me shut the fuck up. Let's go to the next.
What do you have on your list?
It's okay. You'll hear.
Let me go to the bathroom real quick. I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. All right.
Matt's going to the bathroom on live stream. Can I pause this? I guess we're finding out what we can do. Matt's already left the stream, so it does not matter.
Number 2.
That was much better.
All right. So my second best album of the year, the album that is vastly superior than anything we mentioned so far. This album, no, I'm serious, and I think you guys would agree with me. This album easily couldn't have made it number 1, and it was my number 1 approximately till 8 minutes before we started recording this podcast because I couldn't justify my number 1 not being number 1. So this album was just nailed, by a nose. And I think when one of these days Top 5 Guys does the best album of the decade, this album will be definitely recognized, mentioned, and probably talked about, maybe included. This has the most distinctive album of the year award, the most turned lullaby of the year award. This album is the third consecutive West Coast Californian rapper I have on this list, and this is Blue Lips by Schoolboy Q. This is the second best album of the year. This album was fucking.
This is where Matt loses people. This is what he does.
You are fucking.
This is what he does. This is what he does. He does this.
What are you talking about? This is a great album.
I was wondering, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna, we're all gonna have certain things on our list, and Matt's gonna throw a curveball, and I've seen some of them, and I've seen the other ones, but then you do this.
Are you saying Blue Dak? You're muted, by the way. And are you saying that Blue Lips is not a good album?
Do you think this is the second best album of the year?
Okay, not a good album, okay, but it's not the second best album this year.
Okay, so time out. I think we have disagreements here, Yanni. I think you are the oddball one out of this threesome. You are the one that's holding your dick in the corner. While me and Dak here are having a good time saying Blue Lips is a great fucking album.
No, I'm with Yana here. This album is not the second best album of the year.
He's in the corner with me.
Not even close. Not even close. Not even close.
You're tripping.
Not even close.
Y'all tripping.
I get it. Dare to be different. I get it.
That's what you're trying to do.
Yeah.
No. I think for years, for almost a decade, Schoolboy Q has been dropping bangers, just straight bangers.
This better than Blank Face?
Yes, it is.
All right,
it's better than Blank Face, without a doubt.
You know what's funny is Matt saying this. He's been dropping bangers for years. So I don't remember Schoolboy making any of his lists.
Because you know why? Because there's one thing that he's always struggled with, and that a lot of rappers who are in his genre also struggle with. But Freddie Gibbs struggles
the golf
with
game.
No, his hooks. Good. His swing looked great. His hooks and the melody. He was able to combine the jazz music to use that balance to have that melody to his usually heavy bass and heavy, upbeat pop, like almost grime hip hop, right? So you use jazz.
Album came and went, bro. It came and went, bro.
I don't care, man.
Yeah, I thought Dak was dragging this.
Huh?
But Dak's right, man. We're gonna subpoena your finances. TDE did send a wire transfer. We're done.
TDE in the top 5.
Absolutely done with them.
Right,
we're done.
3 actually, technically 2 in the possible with K Dot. He left, but yeah, man.
I told you, affirmative action came into play, but I think Blue Lips is a fantastic fucking album. I think it's easily Schoolboy Q's best album.
Best album.
Dude, it's easily his best album.
I'm new to it, and I didn't feel compelled to listen to it. I just put a whole bunch of new artists on my list. I didn't feel compelled to listen to Blue Lips.
He's no longer Schoolboy Q. He's Schoolman Q. Okay, he had some life experiences. He's talking about he's became vulnerable. Like he has some things where you could tell that he's matured as a fucking artist, and that's kind of the cool thing of witnessing this album because someone who's listened to Oxymoron or even the stuff that came out. What was the one that came out before Oxymoron? There's one with
Habits and Contradictions.
Yes, that one. I've been since then.
I think that was a tape, though. That was a tape, yeah.
I think Dak, a lot of my core memories with you in college involved Schoolboy Q, Oxymoron, and
I really do like Schoolboy Q. I mean, I love Crash Talk was good. Blank Face, I think it's his best album, to be honest with you. Oxymoron is really, really good. Like I fuck with Schoolboy Q.
I think he finally was able to add that melody, the harmony that is kind of now propelled him to being a great.
You know what I think it is? Rapper. How do you feel about Crash Talk?
I think Crash Talk is fantastic, but I think it's fantastic. There's 4 or 5. I think there's 4 or 5 songs that I think are great, but there's a lot of songs on there that don't need to be there. My personal opinion.
Well, yeah, if you think 4 out of 14 songs is a great album, fantastic. Then I mean, what's your?
There's a lot of great songs, bro. Water, right. Num Juice. There's a lot of good fucking songs on there, right? I love.
They're good. It's about 4, like you said. It's about 4 songs. Out of 14.
And those songs, and he has those same type of feel with pop. With what other fucking songs?
I just think that
Ohio, right? He has those same type of vibes, but he finally added melody to it.
It's not a bad album. It's just not a top 2. What number are we on?
Number 2.
I think it's top 2.
I think it's top 2. I think it was fucking fantastic. I think it was like a roller coaster of like heavy, dope ass drops, and then also like it was very balanced. I just liked it. Blue Slides, right? Cuties, Lost Times. Lost Times is a great fucking song. It brings out more of an introspective version of Schoolboy.
This is my problem with Matthew, man. See, 1 year he's like it's like Tyler Lockett in fantasy. We'll get to fantasy football later this year, but it's like Matt had a 40 ball last year when he brought up Nourished by Time.
Great fucking album.
Great fucking album, and it was left field. And Matt introduced it, and he was right about it. Matt, you are categorically wrong about this. This is bad. This is a bad pick.
Okay. Here's the thing about this album. This album can give you whiplash because it does the transitions between the hip hop to the R&B are pretty heavy, especially in Lovebirds. Right? He has like then he has like
it's like 4 beats on that shit.
Yeah. But like over time, I've grown to love and appreciate. The more and more I listen to it, give it more another chance, more because it's just so unfamiliar.
Yachty's not going.
You're telling me I have to grow to love my number 2? It's not a number 2.
That's a good point.
Hey, look up Blue Lips is very critically acclaimed, bro. Like it's. No, I'm serious.
Hey, you telling me he got the Fantano merch, and now you over here,
bro?
Yo, I'm gonna faint right now, Matt.
Thank God for me. Man. You're in 101.
Listen, man.
I'm in love with this shit. Pop. Come on, man. Pop is a fucking. There's songs on here that'll make you break your fucking neck, give you a concussion.
I hope so.
Matt has CTE clearly off his.
Yeah, no, it's not. That's not what he has. TDE in his bank account.
Yeah, he does have TDE in your bank account. Yeah, all these artists, 3 of your top 5 are TDE. That's wow.
Yeah, man. They cut the check.
Talk about mailing it in. That's crazy.
Yeah, man. Dang, man. They got to my guy Matt, man.
They got to Matt. They got to.
They put my guy in a room and they said, "You're gonna take this money, man." Dang.
I got another hot take.
Yeah.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
For this subgenre of hip hop, right? I'm putting Travis Scott, all of them in there. I'm putting Future, and maybe does Future belong in this category? Travis Scott definitely does. JID belongs in this category. I think this is one of the best albums of this subgenre of hip hop. Of this second tiered superstar album. I think of this is up there. This is a great fucking album.
There's no genre that he's gonna share with Travis in Future.
Okay, let me put it this way. What are other jazz rap albums?
I don't know, man. You're asking me questions. Listen,
To Pimp a Butterfly. To Pimp a Butterfly.
You're putting this on.
This is a better listen to Pimp a Butterfly.
All right, yeah. Garrett,
I'm standing by it. This is a better listen.
You know what? It's not even your turn. It might be. Can I go?
Yeah, it's
Can
your
I
turn.
go?
Please go. Please go.
Yeah,
thank
man,
you.
Okay. Go ahead.
Wow. All right. So I'm doing number 2. It seems like I thought I was gonna go off. Schedule, go off reservation, and Matt was gonna overcorrect me. But I got to do it. Okay. The obvious number 2 choice is, I know people are gonna say, when it already came out, it doesn't matter. The songs were great, and I loved it. Is Lana by SZA. I enjoyed it quite a bit. It's a great
That made
listen.
your number 2? Nah.
Yes, it did.
You're tripping, man.
I don't care. I enjoyed every damn song.
Them sound like some demos. Them sound like something that it didn't sound good. It sounded like low effort.
You know what's funny is that this, mind you, this happened late. So if we're talking about it has to grow on you, this is December 20th. I shit you not.
Lazy.
People will be singing this back to back when she comes here to US Bank. People will be singing word for word this new project.
No, they won't.
Not going to be.
I promise you, they won't. It will be all SOS. It's all SOS.
Lies.
There is no song on this EP that are better than any song on SOS.
Okay.
And so please name them.
We're talking about we're game. No, I'm not saying. No, you're right.
She's at a concert. She has a limited amount of time. She's gonna play all SOS, bro. None of these new songs are gonna be sung in the crowd.
What?
Okay.
I think she was going on tour, so she needed to put some shit out.
Drive wasn't good to you guys. Saturn wasn't good to you guys.
No,
it's cool, but it's not better than I Hate You. It's not better than Kill. It's not like.
Why are we grading against that? I'm not asking. I'm grading against 2024.
It's not even close in 2024.
If you attach these songs to that album, that classic album she has, it's like the classic album clearly overshadows.
Stop attaching it. Stop attaching it.
That's not our fault. He chose to do that.
Yeah, it's a part of the album.
I'm seeing it as a separate project.
How?
We are too, and
I don't care what she does. It's 15 different songs. It's an EP.
Seeing it as a separate project, but I don't think it's nearly as good as Tim's.
I loved it.
I don't think it's touching Tim's album. I don't think it's sniffing.
I agree. I agree.
And SZA's done this before. There's 2 years ago, SZA dropped an album 10 days before we recorded the pod, and me and you easily put SOS on our top 5 without question. It ain't going this time. This time it ain't going through. This time it ain't going through.
Damn.
It wasn't that good. It wasn't that good.
It wasn't that good, bro. Yeah.
It felt forced.
It did. Forced it probably isn't the word because it did take 2 years. When did SOS come out?
Deluxe version, yeah, 2 years for deluxe version of 15 extra tracks. If she was confident in this music, if she was confident in it, she would have released a whole separate. She would not associate with SOS. If she was confident in those 15 songs,
yeah, that's true.
Listen.
That is true though.
She wasn't confident with it.
That is true. Because this is literally an album worth of songs, amount of songs. Talking about
she's insecure. She could be insecure. That's what makes her great. Okay, she got her body.
She needed the backing of probably her most critically acclaimed album. That's
she didn't want to ruin her very strong discography. She has 2 great albums, 2 legendary fucking albums. And she didn't want to ruin it with a third one.
Fair.
It's not great.
That's fair.
Yeah.
So that's why she attached it to SOS because it's not great.
I agree.
And she needed to put something out with this Kendrick tour.
I agree.
She needed to put some new music out and people will buy her shit.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. And it's number 2.
That's good.
Bullets is better, motherfucker.
All right.
Crazy. Absolutely wild.
I think I can guess you guys' number 1s now, but my number 2.
Yeah. It's obvious.
Yeah, my number 2 is going to be GNX. I thought this.
That's my number. Yeah, go ahead.
What is it? That's your number 1. Sorry.
Yeah, that's my number 1. It's obvious.
It's not my number 1.
Yeah, you already. Yeah, okay. GNX, man. GNX. I thought this was a very 12 songs. I thought there's probably like one miss on here, which is the title track GNX, which was real too West Coast for me. Okay, I couldn't really give it that one.
You didn't get the tube socks and the flannel going.
Yeah, I didn't with the Nike Cortezes. No, I didn't pull them out the.
That's what it was.
Closet,
yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, from every song, I mean, it's. I love Kendrick on SWV Hard Part 6. I just love that. It's so like I've never really heard him over like an R&B sample before. Maybe I'm tripping. I can't think of, maybe he has, but I can't think of many. I think it was one of those like, okay, let's let people see that like I can go outside of the box a little bit. Like this album was like kind of like for everyone, it felt like. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think agree. I mean Dodger Blue, Luther. I mean him and SZA don't miss. TV Off. Hey Now, I love Hey Now. That's West Coast.
Hey Now, I love Hey Now. Hey Now strikes a chord for me.
Hey Now,
that beat drops.
Yeah.
I can't help but dance.
Hey Now is phenomenal.
There's something about Hey Now.
Peekaboo is the most West Coast I'll go. I love Peekaboo. I play it every day.
Yes,
I think that was a miss. I thought that was a bit of a miss.
Oh, I love that.
Whoa,
that song is crazy. Man, I thought this was a really good project, man. I mean, it's better than Miss Morale for sure.
It's not. I can't say that.
All right.
It's close.
I can't say that.
It's
not.
Okay.
I was going to say, even having this conversation shows how strong his discography was because he did what some would see as experimental and some other people see as a ode to his home. And
this is a upbeat party album, man. None of that sad therapy shit. It's like he was rod waving us the last one. All right, we get it. You use therapy, everyone does.
Damn.
Now we coming out to party, man. We stepped on the Toronto dude's grave. Let's just party, man. That's
what it was. Yeah,
and it was a great upbeat album, bro. Man. Reincarnated. He's showing his flows and how like just how his range of being an artist is, man. I mean, great album, bro. Number 2 for me for sure, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it was cool. I think it just didn't have the depth that I've grown to love with Kendrick. I think people who love Kendrick Lamar for his music, it doesn't have the depth that we've grown accustomed to, and that's what devalues it. Actually, I think Squabbled Up music video did something legendary, and it devalued the song. I think the Squabbled Up music video is terrible, and I think it's very rare that you see a music video makes a song worse. But I think people are just kind of tired of his very. I feel like his music videos become very repetitive. I think Squabbled Up is great to listen to. When I watch the music video, I feel like, man, what is this?
Damn, I don't really watch music videos, but I don't know. This shit bumps in the car.
It's all over social media. All over.
I did see it, but like, I didn't make me say, man, I don't think this song is good anymore.
Yeah, it is very. I think Matt's problem with it is that Kendrick is showing in these. Obviously, but you're right. Since the Toronto guy and him got into it, Kendrick has shown how town he is, how West Coast he is, and I think the visuals for Squabble Up is hit or miss. Like either you love it and it's like, wow, this is like West Coast. And as somebody who listens to all black, obviously Oakland artists, when somebody's town, I like it. I like it. I didn't know Kendrick had it in him, but obviously the Toronto guy brought it out of him. And Squabble Up is definitely has that kind of pull in that video. And you know, some people are like, this shit is weird. That's fair.
Yeah, I saw it was like a Roots. It was a Roots ode to the Roots video.
Well, there was pieces of that in there. Yeah.
It was just it's a lot of cryptic stuff. You know, Kendrick, man. So I mean, yes, he's like the Riddler when it comes to all these videos and releases. So I get it. I mean, it's not in front of your face and.
Wow, Matt, wow.
Huh. I don't know. I think it's a good album. It's just not his best.
It's not his best album, but it's the second best this year.
I think he strategically struck while the iron is hot and decided to release an album when he was at his biggest name value, his biggest cultural impact of all time. Maybe perhaps the biggest rap cultural impact in the past 20 years.
Easily.
He wanted to capture it. He probably didn't have his traditional old crockpot oven made album ready. He's just like, let me put some shit out there, capitalize his money, let me maximize this because he's on his own label now. He's really making that money from all this bullshit. And the most important thing that he's finally done, again, I mentioned this 8 times on this podcast. Me and Yanni have been doing this for a long, long time.
Yeah.
Every fucking year we have to mention thou who shall not be named. Every year we have to mention his name because he won't fucking go away. And Kendrick did something that I never thought would be possible.
Matt has talked about this.
He made Voldemort go away.
He did.
He made Voldemort just disappear for 1 year. Well, actually, he didn't disappear. He didn't disappear. He just
That's
didn't
hate.
the album.
That's hate.
This is not hate. This is
not hate. This is not hate. Matt's cooking with this point. I've been
saying this for years now. It's like I wish Drake would just go away.
That's not hate. I wish Drake would go away is not hate.
No, the basis of it is that Matt's saying that he wished Drake would go away so we could miss him, and Matt's right about that. You need if Drake just would just take his choice cuts instead of trying to rule the charts, take his choice cuts and like really, really put together a project. Like, I mean, we're looking at possibly diamond stuff here. I'm probably just saying, probably not diamond stuff, but definitely like 5 times platinum easily. Like, just not even trying. If he just would just make us miss him a little bit and take the choice cuts out of it.
Because the past 3 albums, Drake's just putting out some really microwavable shit. Just here, take it.
To rule the charts.
I bet you. I tell you what. His next album is gonna be fucking fire. I know that much. His next album, he's gonna take his fucking time.
Matt is right.
He was cooking with fish grease 2022 through 2023. All right, or 2021 through 2023, cooking with fish grease. So I mean, I don't get what these microwavable takes are, but it's not about Drake today. So I won't go into detail.
Thankfully, thank fucking God. Thank you, Kendrick. Though I don't think it's your best album, I appreciate it. Honestly, all right, if we're being real, 2024 year of Kendrick. Because it's undeniable. It's the year.
It's not undeniable, yeah.
Because for years, for those of you, our grandkids who are listening to this 10, 20 years, 30 years in the future, for the past 10 years, there's always been conversations with friends, with people going to a party, no matter where you go, who's better, who do you like more? Who's a better rapper, Kendrick, J. Cole, or Drake? That shit, no one asked that question in 2025. That question is not going to be asked in 2025 because King Kendrick, he just whipped his dick out, did alpha male. Kid Boo pounded on his chest.
Alpha male again. I think Dak is actually frozen.
I know.
I think he's just very unamused. He was unamused by my words.
He's unamused. Wow. That was really good. I thought Dak was frozen.
No, I'm just sitting here. Yeah, it's okay.
He's tired of me talking about Kendrick. Okay.
I really love Kendrick. So.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you the rest of my takes for, obviously, my number 1. But I love the spot for number 2. That's understandable that you had in there, Dak. And I guess we will now hear Matt's number 1.
Number 1.
All right, good.
So my number 1. This was my number 2 before we recorded, but I listened to it over again. I listened to all my albums over again today.
Okay.
And I said, there's absolutely no fucking way that this song is not going to outlive and withstand the test of time. This album is going to withstand the test of time. It is a very dynamic album, a very colorful album, a very fun album. Though I don't love every song on this album, this album has the most A+ out of every fucking album of this year. Y'all making faces.
How do you start? How do you preface and say that you don't love every song?
Yeah.
No. Because there's some songs that we talk about GPA value. We're talking about GPAs, right? Tim.
This person better have A++ pluses that are
No, they have a lot of A++. Like Tim's has some
go
B
ahead.
pluses, some A's. Not a lot of people. To make an A+ song is fucking hard. We're talking about Ultralight Beam. We're talking some monster. We're talking really tough to make A+ songs. Okay. Chromacopia. Chromacopia. That album. This is easily okay. Let's take a couple steps back. Okay, the way he put out this album was next year. I saw the marketing plan for this album was fucking next level. I saw a picture of this in the skyways of Minneapolis. Walking through the skyways of Minneapolis, I saw Chromacopia a month before it came out. Okay, the album cover is probably the best album cover of the year, no question. Right?
I like that. Okay, I like that.
No question.
I like that.
And what single-handedly moved this album be above Blue Lips in my eyes is the fact he written it all, he produced it all. It's all Tyler, and that's a Tyler staple. He does everything himself. And that, for me, is the ultimate form of artistry, the ultimate form of expression, the ultimate form of soulness. And when it comes to an album that is this epic, this is easily his most epic album. And I have stats to back it up. I know Dak is ready to go. But I got stats to back up this is his most epic album. And I think it's just fucking fantastic. I loved it. I think this is Kendrick or Tyler's most vulnerable. And we're starting to really see him emerge more as a person and an artist, right? It's kind of cool. That's kind of the cool thing of doing this over time and critiquing these things over time. You see the evolution of a lot of different rappers and artists, Schoolboy Q, Vince Staples, but I think Tyler as an artist has expanded the most, and I think it's a great album. I love most of the fucking songs on here.
Matt's take has turned off Dak's lighting source. That's how bad it is. Like, listen, Chromacopia didn't make any of our honorable mentions. Me and Dax, I guess. It was on Matt's list.
It's my number one.
This album's not better than Call Me If You Get Lost.
Or Igor.
Trust me, I did this experiment. I listened to him back to back. Listeners, please take some time out your day. Listen to it back to back.
You don't need to.
This is better than Call Me If You Get Lost, bro. The amount of range he shows on this.
It's not.
Name one song on Call Me If You Get Lost better than Balloons.
What?
Are you kidding me?
I'm not going to entertain this.
Please, I'm waiting.
I'm not going to do it.
I'll wait right here.
Okay.
Oh my god.
I would put Sir Baudelaire. I would put What a Day.
Talking his shit on there. I thought you wanted to dance. I like.
Oh my god! I thought you wanted to dance. Are you kidding me?
I like that. I like it.
Huh? I thought you wanted to dance. Almost is almost as good enough to make it feel like it should be on Chromacopia because that's the type of style and flair.
Listen to this dude. What?
Matt gets some crazy stuff up. It's okay. It's all right, man.
Bro, when has Tyler been able to come up with a song like "I Killed You"? This is the first time he's able to expand to that range. Or like
Killed You,
bro.
Have you ever heard Wolf? He's been talking about this kind of stuff since 2013.
Nah, bro. Come on. Talk about black empowerment. When the fuck was Tyler talking about black empowerment?
Are you kidding me? On Call Me If You Get Lost, he's talking about black empowerment, bro. Rise. Have you ever heard Rise? Come on, man.
What about Like You or Like Him? Like Him was a fucking classic.
Bro, come on. This is not his most vulnerable album, bro. I would put Igor over that for most vulnerable, for sure.
My favorite Tyler album is Call Me If You Get Lost. That's just me. I'm not a big Tyler fan, but that's my favorite album. And I came into this because
we gonna run it up. Come on, man. He's talking. Come on, bro. He's talking that talk on Call Me If You Get Lost. Come on, bro.
That's what I'm saying. When I
Call Me If You Get Lost made it to my number 3 in 2021. Number 3.
I think I had it higher than that.
And that's crazy. It should have been higher than that probably in 2021, actually. Yeah.
This album has more range. The production's tighter. The beats, No,
I want him out the kitchen.
Yeah.
Okay, I just want people to focus. Like, it's not easy. Okay, I know. Actually, I'm gonna say it. J. Cole shouldn't do it either. Just outsource the production.
No, I wouldn't agree with that. Igor and Call Me If You Get Lost is produced by him solely. Those are really, really phenomenal projects.
Not solely. I don't know. Call Me If You Get Lost wasn't solely produced. It was most of it.
You're right.
DJ Drama.
But he didn't produce like DJ Drama. Yes, you're right. It wasn't solely. He did outsource a little bit on that album. I see what you're saying.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying he doesn't have an ear for me. He obviously can curate. He has a very artistic mind. I'm just saying, like, when I mean outsource, I don't mean fully. I just also mean like you are a rapper, so it's very difficult for me to think that you can focus in when you're also trying to get like the production right on everything. Like, that's very tough to do for anybody. And I just wanted to lock in. And I feel like he hit a good balance with Call Me If You Get Lost, obviously, and prior projects. I think He was obviously in his production back this time with Chromacopia, but I don't know.
This is the best produced album in my personal opinion. I think Igor was great, but it wasn't as tight. It wasn't as refined.
No chance.
I feel like this is easily his best produced album. Say Chroma, bro. It feels like you're going on a fucking rocket ship when you listen to Say Chroma.
What, bro? You've never heard? What is the intro track on Igor? Are you kidding me?
I've heard. I listen to Tyler the Creator, bro. I listen to Tyler. I know his other albums too. Trust me. This is a great one. This was better than the other ones.
No replay value on here,
bro. 100% is. He's on the huge, bro. Oh, let's pull up the stats, Dak. Let me pull some stats.
Pull up the stats. I'll pull up mine about Igor. Do you want to pull mine about Igor? I bet they're better than Chromacopias. Do you want to pull that up?
No. So Igor sold 165,000 the first week. Chromacopia's at 300K.
I mean, that's cool. That's backed off of his last album. Right, and then on this one, he flopped on this one. This is not that good of an album.
This is not a fucking flop.
This is a flop, bro.
Okay, maybe not a flop. That's kind of rough. I will stop short of a flop.
Tyler standards, bro. This is coming off of Call Me, you get lost in Igor, bro. This is
that's what I'm saying. The problem.
Let's do it.
This is a come down.
Would you be surprised if he doesn't win a Grammy for this one?
I'm pretty sure he's gonna win a Grammy. This is a great fucking album, and it's well produced, and it's more epic, right? The way they marketed it.
I do a Chipotle bet. He won Grammys his last two albums. He won't win on this one.
Let's make 5 Chipotles. Want to do 5 Chipotles?
I'm not Yachty, okay? I will do 2.
No. Put your money where your mouth is.
I'm doing 2 Chipotles.
5 Chipotles in the future, man.
Chipotles. Let's do 5 Chipotles. Top 5 guys, man. We all about 5. Let's do 5. I bet you 5 Chipotles that this album wins a Grammy.
This album wins a rap album of the year.
Did he win that?
Yes. That's what it was.
Shake on it.
He's gonna be GNX. I'll take it. All right, $50.
Take it, Chipotle. Can I get on in this?
Yeah, no. Bet him too.
Yeah, no. Chromacopia is fucking epic.
I can't get on the bet. That's crazy.
5 Chipotles. I'll take it. We're gonna be eating good that day.
Damn.
But yeah, man. I'll me and Matt always talk about this. But yeah, I think Igor is his best. Call Me If You Get Lost is even better than this. I mean,
yes, it is.
It's not. This has more range. This has a lot of soul, man. This has a lot of fucking soul. And I think, like, when Call Me Get Lost, he started to become more viable, more open, like, about who he is as a genuine person. And I feel like this is just taking it to that next level, but as a fact of that maternity.
I want to know less about him then. I want to know less about him. Okay.
I want to know less about him. It's crazy, bro. What do you
maybe it might be the age, the part of where I'm at in my life. The reason why I relate to this album. It's about him not wanting to have a kid and wanting to fuck around like Darling I just keep falling in love, just keep, you know what I'm saying? Or
no, that was a great song. I actually like the pretty
Judge Judy, Paranoid, like there's certain Thought I Was Dead, like him. I relate to like him, bro. There's a lot of fucking greatness. Balloon is fucking fantastic. I hope you find your way home. Come on, man.
There's not a song on there better than What's Your Name.
God, not at all. No,
dude,
not at all.
All the ones that just named are better than that. All the ones, every single one.
Right. You know what's funny is that that you guys obviously see that Hey Now freestyle that he had. He dropped. Obviously,
that was good. Yeah, that was really good.
I feel like that energy he had was after he decapitated everybody in the rap game off after Call Me If You Get Lost. That wasn't Chromacopia. I guess gravitas or bravado he had. That was like, I've beheaded you guys twice and I want my second Grammy, and this is undeniably the best album in hip hop, and everybody agreed on it.
Please listen to it back to back. Please listen to Chromacopia.
I don't need to.
I did it multiple times. Please listen to back to back. That's all I can say. Just listen to it back to back. That's all.
Okay, well.
All right. I guess here we go. I'm arguing mad about this, and now I have to give GNX the proper respect it deserves. Wow.
He ain't winning over GNX. I'll tell you that. I'm going to eat really good that day.
Yeah, it's because of 2024. It's been, you're right. That's probably a bad bet because it's Kendrick's year. But I think it's a better album. I think it's without a doubt a better album. I think GNX is Kendrick's second worst album.
Oh, well, I mean, okay, hold on. The way he phrased that sounds bad.
Is it? Does it?
He phrased it in a manner that's meant for hate.
What's your
because
second worst?
Discography. He has impeccable discography. So that the way you're phrasing it sounds like hate when really it's just tough because Kendrick has
I mean it could be true. It's like saying like I don't know graduation or late registration is Kanye's third worst or something. You know what I mean? Just just something he has an incredible disography. So it's like
that's what I'm saying. So it sounds like hate.
Yeah,
but it's just like really just speaks to the discography. I think
Chromacopia is Tyler's best.
Okay.
You're actually wrong.
Yeah.
You are absolutely wrong, sir. No.
Nah,
and what's crazy is that Matt, it's right in front of you. If there's any year to just do what Matt's supposed to do, you didn't do it. So I'll do what you're supposed
Kendrick.
to do.
Kendrick's my favorite. I love him, but this wasn't the best album of the year. There's songs up there that I would be okay with never hearing again. Peekaboo, bye bye. GNX, bye bye. What's that? There's one on them.
Oh, GNX, yeah.
The one with they talk about he did this very typical, talk about something that people didn't know I was talking about, like the same thing that Common did, the same thing Kanye West did. Even fucking Tyler did it in this fucking last album with Heritage. Talk about something that you don't know, it's unsuspecting with Gloria. He did that trope. He did a lot of tropes in here. It was cool. It's my third best album, but I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm taking. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I mean, I just don't think that you should have done it. But it's okay. I'll do what you're supposed to do. GNX, obviously, this is Kendrick years, like you said, and GNX, you're right. It was cute. I'll give you the credit that you're right. In this hot year that he had, like lightning in a bottle, he had to put out something. He didn't have the chance to crockpot it, but it's that ability to be able to pivot and do something you're not used to doing and nailing it that obviously makes people, whether it's in sports or different categories, that ability to pivot and still excel, that makes people legendary. This West Coast Town album was so needed and it was undeniable. I mean, I obviously after Not Like Us came, I was like, okay, he's hopping in his West Coast bag, and it's okay. Well, that was good. He went there for a little bit, and thought he's gonna leave. Good. We got a little taste of that, and he decided, you know what? I don't have time to crockpot it. I'm just going to double down on the town music, and it was great. Whacked Out Morals started in a manner that was so violently
Did you hear that Hispanic woman on there? I mean, Jesus Christ.
Yes. And I think when I read about the intro, she was saying something about not crying. I gotta bring that back up. But he went in and obviously talked about just weird shit that was surrounding what made him have a big year, obviously make him vulnerable. Then I'm not gonna lie, after the first listen, I'm like, okay, these songs, Quablo's kind of different. Hey Now's kind of different. Reincarnated is kind of different. Team's kind of different. But when you talk about growing on you, that second play and these songs start to really take root, I was like, wow, Dodger Blue is coming back even tougher the second time. It's like, wow. I mean, you have a song that Black people can and are stepping to. This is amazing. We didn't expect this out of Kendrick Lamar. This is stepping music. He has stepping music in his championship year. That's amazing. Peekaboo, obviously, like Dak said, there's a sweet spot for West Coast music, and yes, the arms go like this a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I get the little Cortezes on, the high tube socks, and I get the flannel shirt on, and I'm from the West Coast. Okay, I'm from the Bay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm from Compton, and I think we all touched on that. GNX was the worst song off of this, and yes, it did kind of wasn't as good, but obviously Heart Part 6 was great. TV Off, I really enjoyed TV Off, and everything grows on you. So for me, it was what we're looking at. Even in my most skeptical, we're looking at 10 out of 12. 10 out of 12, and he has A+ songs. He has
what's the A+ songs? What's the A+ songs? No, a genuine question. What's the A+ song?
Luther, for me.
No, it's not.
Luther is not an A+.
Nah.
You know what this is, Dak? You know what this is? I used to do it with Wale. When you get so used to your guy being the underdog that when he gets he becomes the guy, it's like, I'm gonna share him with the world. You don't know how to share him. This is his crown jewel, and he's made a pivot, and he's somehow managed to win the charts while giving an ode to the West Coast, which people have been waiting on, because obviously he's been mostly an introspective artist. He gives an ode to his hometown, a victory lap after decapitating the biggest artist in the game, and he still ruled the charts while doing so, and it's still authentic. And Matt's like, nah.
No, it was my number 4 for best album of the year. I think it was good. It just wasn't his best. It just wasn't the best of the year. I think Blue Lips was better. I'd rather listen to Blue Lips than GNX.
No, you wouldn't, bro.
I promise you. I promise you I am.
Nah, bro.
Oh my God. I'm gonna faint as he's talking about this. Wow. A+ songs, like Dak said, I believe that's Luther. I believe that it's
more
Peekaboo,
more like
and
Hey
I would
Now
say
TV Off, and that's
Hey
about
Now.
it. Hey Now, TV Off, and that's about it. But it's just more.
I have so many A pluses on here for me.
Please, let's hear them. Let's hear them.
Hard Part 6, bro. That SWV sample is so elite, bro.
Very elite.
It's not an A+. That is not an A+.
And mind you, I was saying
all
A+.
right.
I feel like the rest of the albums are only A's. And I feel like, yes, there's a sharp, like, I guess you would say GNX is like a C+.
Yeah, GNX is a little too.
It's like a C+. It's like a C+.
Control Alt Delete that shit, man.
Yeah, that's fine.
That can go.
You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, he's still hitting what? What do you have? Like 11 for 12, 10 for 12?
I have 10 for 12 if I'm being most skeptic. And mind you, I'm talking about 10 A's. Now, if you want to split hairs and say A-, A+, that's fine. But they're
still
all
over 90.
A's.
Still over 90.
Still over 90%.
Yeah, nothing below 90. Nah. Yeah, I know.
Dang, Matt made it seem like over all the years, you know what's funny?
Album was better.
Which album?
Oh, all right, man.
The album was better.
All right.
Oh, okay. All
right, man. You know what's going on? I just got to finish my point. Matt is so in love with being the underdog that his underdog artist that, you know, every year that my guy's underrated and you guys just like microwavable music. You guys just like
no,
Drake.
It's the whole he's just one of those guys that likes to be, what is it called? It's the word
contrarian.
Contrarian, yeah. That's his bag. Matt's
yeah, I mean, obviously to the point where he wants to he's not even giving, like, this is the easiest layup to give your guy his flowers, and Matt's like, nah.
Dude, it's good. It's fucking great, but it's not the best version. It's a very expedited album. It was cool. It wasn't his best.
Some people can do expedited albums. That's great. Some people can do it.
I am
he can do it.
But
he did it.
I'm a very honest person, and my honest opinion is that it was his second worst album.
Okay, but this year though, it's a top 2 album.
Yeah, we're not saying like Kendrick's all of his albums came out this year. We're talking about this year.
I think.
You keep saying this is not his best. It's not his. But it's the best according to the field.
I think it's the 4th best in the field, and I think it's going to be the most memorable album because of what happened in 2024. But I don't think it's the best album of the year.
You guys gonna hate my number 1.
You know, let me just get this off.
Yeah, for sure.
If you had taken Kendrick's name off his album and say this is,
it would be less. It'd be worse if you took Kendrick's name off of it.
No, it would not.
It would be.
No,
this would be.
No, this would be. No, hold on. You know what this would be? If you had changed the name to, like, I don't know, like Rosecrans Cuz, like, this is the artist, that's his name, Rosecrans Cuz, not Kendrick Lamar. This is somebody like from West Coast and Coast music. This would be this would be this year's Nourished by Time. I promise you it'd be. But because it's Kendrick, his discography since To Pimp a Butterfly, like, we're not talking about that. We're talking about this year.
Nourished by Time. How dare you disrespect Nourished by Time?
It would have been if this is not Kendrick. It's literally this album. We wouldn't be able to hear our ear, but it's okay. It's your guy, and you want to be stingy with him to the point that you want to diminish his biggest moment.
Listeners,
share him with the world.
Just put in the chat, man. Put it in the chat, listeners, please.
Yeah, you're gonna get beheaded in the chat. Dak, the character, just go.
All right, man. My number 1. This is my guy. I've been a fan of his probably since he kind of debuted 2016. All right, this guy is a demon. Okay, Atlanta demon and Atlanta demigod. All right.
Oh no, are we going where I think we're going?
This man came on the scene and has been fire. I'm talking about hot as fish grease. Every single project that he's ever came out with has not been not good. I don't even know if that's the right way to say that. All right. This album came out the top of the year, January 11th. Set the tone for 2024. It is heavy in rotation. We still heard that. It is heavy in rotation. This album has not left my rotation all year. And it's literally, it's about to be the 1-year anniversary of this album. I'm still playing it. All right. Phenomenal album. I'm going with American Dream, 21 Savage. My number 1 album.
I'll let you go Gunna.
End the pod.
Oh,
man.
Gunna? No, I'm not going Gunna. 21 Savage, American Dream, phenomenal, cohesive project, bro.
Is it better than Blue Lips?
Yes, bro. Shut up on Blue Lips. Blue Lips is mid, bro. All right. It's cool. It is cool, but it ain't.
American Dream.
He had everything on here. Burna Boy features, Brett Faiyaz, Summer Walker. He had all the
yeah, he needed it.
He had, man, Doja Cat on here, Red Rum, All of Me.
Red Rum was great.
Red Rum was great.
Bro.
This album reminds me of Crash Talk.
He has a lot of, he had Travis on here too. Nina, are you kidding?
Yeah, they had to open up the feature budget for him. because he can never carry a song, but he never carry an album by himself.
No. He carried Savage Mode 2 was all. I don't think he had a feature on that one. That was probably that's
hate. That's hate.
Yeah,
okay.
it is a little bit of hate. He
most
could definitely carry an album.
That's not true.
What do you mean most times? No,
he did it one time.
His Issa album was really good.
Did you hear a point? I don't know.
You didn't like Issa?
No, I'm giving you Savage Mode 2. I'll reject my statement, but we're not giving it more than that. He needs help. That's okay.
Nah,
he's a collaborator. That's okay. Look, and this was not number 1 this year.
This is great. His best song here is by himself. I mean, I don't know.
Yanni, what's better, Chromacopia or this bullshit Dak is spewing out? What's better?
Definitely Chromacopia. Dak, yeah, man. I don't know what happened. OVO sent you some, and then TDE paid Matt to solve. I get it. It makes sense now. The TDE payment does make sense because Kendrick is PG Lang now. Makes sense. Yeah,
I honestly can't name a better album than this for this year, bro. I mean, it's got banger records, club records, girl records. It's like, oh man, it's. I
don't think this is better than Freddie Gibbs' album. It was a good album.
No, it's not.
It reminds me of Crash. That's 4 or 5 good songs on there. Other than that, it's lacking.
I'm so disappointed in you guys. Usually,
this Dak was the bullshit ass pick. Wait, what I gotta do with this?
Yeah, man. What are you, Dak? You knew better than this. And you did this.
This is it's a phenomenal album, bro. Phenomenal. My favorite album this year. Last year, sorry.
What?
Yeah.
I get it. There's good songs on here. So what I learned about Dak, based on his observation music, which I'm surprised because none of his traditional Uncle Rap made the list.
That's what I'm gonna say. I would have rather
the Uncle Rap died, bro, in 2021.
yeah, but like you from my understanding, correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like for you, music starts with the beat. And once it starts with the beat, then everything else follows backward. For me, it starts with the soul and the authentic expression, and then everything else trickles down. For you, it starts with the beat. That's from my understanding. And the American Dreams, if he started with the beat, yeah, it's a pretty good album. It was soulless, man. It had no soul.
How is it soulless? And he's talking. I mean, do you even?
This nigga's from the UK, man. I'm not hearing that.
No, UK people don't have soul.
I'm just joking. No,
I love Gingers, man.
I love grime artists. Like I've given Dave love on his pod before, but listen, man, I like 21 Savage has not put to bed the collaborator need. I mean, obviously he did it 1 year. We'll give him 7 2, but he does need collaborators, and they opened budget for him, and it was a cohesive project. I'm not saying it was trash. Okay. I didn't have it by the end of my year. I didn't have it on my honorable mentions. I just feel like I didn't expect this out of you, Carrick, man. Damn.
Oh my God, it's the best. Yeah, best album this year, hands down, easily.
There's 2 really good songs on this album that will always be on my playlist. But I think
can you tell us the A pluses, Dak? That's like
I would love to tell you the A pluses. All of me.
Well, go ahead.
All of me. Red Rum. Sneaky. Pop Your Shit. Letter to My Brother, Soul Sample, Nina with Travis Scott, Metro Boomin on the beat. Are you kidding me? Shoulda Wore a Bonnet, Brent Faiyaz. Prove It with Summer Walker. Y'all have heard Prove It everywhere.
Yeah. No, I'm not. I'll give you that.
I heard 2 A- songs, Yanni. That's what I heard. 2 A-
at best.
At best. Okay, all right. I mean, that's I don't know. It's a phenomenal project, man. Phenomenal project.
Dang. My guys are getting bought out, man. Jay-Z and OVO cut the check for Dak, man. You got Beyonce's pandering ass album, and then he has 21 Savage as number 1 on any year. And then
you had Lana, bro. That album that wasn't even what was Lana? Yeah, that was terrible.
I'm not trying to hear
that. Okay. Out of all our bad picks, my pick was the least bad. Matt,
Lana was fourth.
You have Chromacopia as your number 1, Matthew.
Chromacopia is really fucking good.
I get that, but Lana is worse. Lana's worse, bro.
Lana as 2 is worse than Chromacopia as number 1. All right, man. We're not.
Sure. Lana at 2 is bad. Lana at 2 is pretty bad.
Lana 2 shouldn't even be mentioned.
I swear to God, man. If I hear you guys singing any song like this, I'm gonna be pissed.
I can't even recall, and I've listened to this album a few times. The names of some of these songs I want to go back to. Yeah.
Quick question. Now we kind of did a wrap up. We're going to repeat our top 5 in a moment just to kind of give people a summary of where we're at. Is there any? What was the best song of the year? What was the best song of the year? The most. I think there's only one.
Year. Not Like Us.
One right answer. Yeah, I think that's the only right answer.
Yeah. I was gonna say something that wasn't on any of our albums yet. Not Like Us.
Yeah. And I think
can we quickly touch on that since it's a music episode? Can we just quickly touch on that before we close the pod? Mm-hmm. I remember when Not Like Us came out, right?
Mm-hmm.
When it came out, you know, obviously everybody's checking Twitter because they're in the heat of the beef. Drake's responding, and he's responding. And I remember the song coming out in May, and I'm like, he didn't absolutely do this. He went to the West Coast. He went there, and it just was like, I was like, oh, he went hyphy. Oh, I was like, it was different. It was different. It was a moment in cultural time. Usually when Matt talks about like anything Kendrick does is a cultural moment, Matt was right this time. Like this was nuts. I don't know how to feel.
I think I'll always remember where I was at. It was Timberwolves just got done playing the Denver Nuggets game 1. I was at a bar. It came out. Everyone was like, "Hold on!" The place stopped. Everyone stopped and tried to listen to it on the phone in the bar. We couldn't hear it, so we listened to it eventually. But that shows how powerful that moment was.
Yeah,
that the world kind of stops, and I will remember this moment for the rest of my life. I remember being with. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. You can finish. I'm sorry.
And that's it.
Okay. But you're a Euphoria over Not Like Us guy, right? Like,
yeah, I like Euphoria better than Not Like Us. I think Euphoria was a fantastic. I think it was one of the best diss songs of all time. Euphoria was. I think Not Like Us is just hyped because of the beat. Again, a lot of people listen to the beat first, but when it comes to bar for bar, Euphoria was probably the best. Bro, it was the best diss song I've ever heard in my life.
I can hear that from Matt. I can sing, but sadly, music is tied to a beat.
Yeah,
it's not just lyrics. So I mean, yeah.
The Euphoria beat was mid. This beat is phenomenal. You could bop to it. You can bop and call someone a pedophile, bro. That's the greatest diss of all time.
It was unbeatable.
That's what we want to do in life. Just 2024, that's all we want to do is just bop and call people pedophiles.
That is it.
Who wants to know what we want to do in 2025, but 2024, that's what we wanted to do, and that's what
we wanted, and we did it all year.
Just call them a pedophile, and finally, we're able to make sure that motherfucker did not release an album for the first time.
It did.
I was a fucking embryo. It was fantastic.
He has this song gave this song gave me something I've wished, and I've agreed with Matt. I wanted like pissed off, like slighted Drake, and he couldn't feign it because he was too busy whipping people's ass on the charts for years. But now with this like obviously to touch on recent music, because it didn't happen in it didn't happen in 2024, it happened in 2025. The Fighting Irish freestyle where he gives some bars to LeBron. It's like, oh yeah,
whatever.
Drake's back in that like Ray cutting me out phase, which I think is a great bag.
The woe is me bars.
The woe is me bars
Underdog.
is great for Drake.
Yeah,
that's his bag.
So, the underdog, he's good for that. Yeah, but him being the top dog, it kind of feels weird. But him being like, trying to prove.
Oh, he loves it. That's what I'm saying. And obviously, it took Kendrick beheading him to this happen. And obviously, like you said, calling somebody a pedophile over a hyphy beat is it's unbeatable. So yeah,
it's unheard of, unbeatable, untouchable. Yeah, that's iconic. I mean, I think we kind of ignored the Meet the Grams factors right before a day, 24 hours before that drop. So it was like it was two haymakers back to back.
So clever that time because Meet the Grams was just a ever ready to take away. What?
Sorry, factually incorrect, but yet very devastating.
That's what I'm saying. Factually incorrect, but it was just made. It was ever ready to take away. Like he dropped it an hour after Drake had his best this ever with Family Matters. Family Matters still to this day still stands the test of time. Like he was I think obviously we've all watched Joe Budden podcast and I think we share some of the same sentiments. Anybody else not named Kendrick that gets him out the way. Drake is on his trips. He's not even entertaining his beef. It's a knockout punch. Family Matters are 3 big switches. High, like we have the subtitles. It's top tier Drake, and it just was not good enough.
Not good enough.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Do we want to recap our top 5 for listeners one more time?
Yeah, I think we should just do it person to person.
Sure.
Yeah. Go ahead, man. You can go to your top 5.
So my number 5 was Tim's Born in the Wild. My number 4, GNX by the one and only Kendrick Lamar. My number 3, Alligator Bites Never Heal by Doechii. Number 2, Blue Lips by Schoolman Q. He came out with the Schoolman. He came sophisticated with this album. And then Tyler, the Creator, continues his huge, never-ending win streak with his best album of all time, Chromacopia.
Man, okay, I'll just go. My number 5 was Mutt by Leon Thomas. Great way to obviously arrive into the genre. Following up with more arrivals, Born in the Wild by Thames. Really, really looking forward to more projects from her. She is in her own niche and bag there. Number 3, That Heartstone Cycle. I think, yes, Splendid Travis. I love it. Okay, I love Splendid Travis, and I enjoyed the album, and I enjoyed the commercial part of this album for him. and it was a great introduction to him too. So I think like 3 arrivals in a row was great for music, and I think Matt's right in that aspect. And I do stand on line of being number 2, and I'll be right. It's okay, I'll be right about that. And number 1 is GNX. It's obvious. GNX Kendrick Lamar.
Okay. The list was mid. I'll give you guys the best list of the night. Number 5, Leon Thomas. We do agree there. Leon Thomas, number 5. Cowboy Carter, Beyonce. She's pushing. Lies. She's transcending pop and R&B, man. All right. She's tapped into her roots. We go number 3. We Don't Trust You. Feature Metro Boomin. Jay-Z got me. Yeah.
Jay-Z on the other side of Dak's camera with the revolver. Man, it's okay, man. It's all right. Go ahead.
Hey, that's fucking comedy, bro. Number 3, We Don't Trust You. Feature Metro Boomin. Number 2, GNX, Kendrick Lamar. Number 1, man, 21 Savage, American Dream.
Your list was close to being worse than Matt's. I actually think you guys have like a type for like the worst list easily. I can't tell which one's worse.
Nah, man.
A lot of West Coast to my list. A lot of West Coast. Shout out to the West Coast. They dominated 2024.
I get that.
Anything else we want to say before?
Yeah, talk about the gun to his head. He has 3 TDE, 4. Is it 4? 4 TDE artists?
No, 3 and a former.
Kendrick and Tyler.
Nah, bro, that's still TDE. You still talking
Vince
about
Staples would have made number 5. Vince Staples would have made number 5. It wasn't for affirmative action. We gotta be inclusive out here, folks. We gotta be inclusive.
You were saying that he's still TDE. Nah, man. Punch texted Matt and said he not on label no more. He's free game. Just shit on Kendrick. That's what Matt's doing.
How am I gonna shit on Kendrick when I'm representing TDE such admirably?
You're not. You his shining moment, his Jordan year.
Where's the diversification? Okay, of the list. Where's the?
We lost Yanni.
We lost Yanni there. Where's
all right,
the?
Now it's time to wrap things up here. Let's wrap things up.
What that was?
Well, it's time for us to go. That's what that was. That's universal time. It's time for us to go.
It might be at like a 2-hour and 3-minute limit. I don't know. I don't know what just happened. It's still recording. We'll see what happens when I turn this off. But yeah,
the mic is off. But before we go, listeners, please follow, please subscribe. And Top 5 guys, we rank things. We rank a bunch of different things. This is just the first of many for this year. Unfortunately, you won't be seeing Carrick's beautiful face all the time.
Thank you for having me, man. It was a pleasure.
Yeah, but you will still see it. Dak is a very close friend of ours, and he will be on this episode, on this podcast more. This is the 3rd or 4th time on this podcast.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. So, thank you. Yeah, thanks again, man.
Yeah, no, we appreciate you. We appreciate you. We appreciate you, listeners. We love you. We appreciate everyone who gave us feedback, who gave us suggestions for this top 5 list. We appreciate you all for listening, all for all of our new viewers, not listeners. You see how I said viewers instead of listeners?
Yes, new viewers and listeners. Okay.
I appreciate y'all. We love y'all, and we're bringing the 2025 right, and we hope it's going well for you too. Yanni?
Happy New Year. Make this year your best year, and just stay safe.
Stay safe.
Peace.
Love y'all. Gang.
Peace.